What it do? What it do? Smack Life ENT. This is the Smacked Podcast. Tune in. It's your boy TL the Esse. I got a special guest here. You know what I'm saying? So she a special guest slash host today. You know what I'm saying? She blessing y'all real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her introduce herself first.
What's up, y'all? It's Muvah Chocolate from Lit Beyond DMV.
Hey, Lit Beyond DMV. Great shows. It's basically a club. But it's a podcast, you know what I'm saying? It's a show as well, you know what I'm saying?
It's a vibe.
It's a whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the OG. We got a GOAT in the building, you know what I'm saying? Real motivational dude, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Well, y'all know who I am. I'm the big homie Eddie Kayne, one of the first ones who was doing internet radio to see all these great podcasts and radio shows. I'm happy to see y'all doing y'all thing, man. It's a blessing to be here.
No question. You paved the way for people, especially in this area. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just like want to get you on the show, get you to talk about your story a little bit. Well, not even a little bit, as much as you would like. Because you know what I'm saying? Like I got introduced you through like when Fat Trail movement really took off. Like
absolutely.
Your name, that's how I don't know how, but that's how I got in contact with like your work. You feel me? So where did it all start for you?
Man, a lot of people don't know I started with 420 Friendly Radio. Me, Big Hoover, and Pastor Green Thumb started a radio show called 420 Friendly Radio. We did that, and I was more into the music aspect. They funny in nature. That's just who they are as hosts and radio personalities. They just comedians, and I've always been into the music. So while we were doing the 420 Friendly Radio, one day I was trying to feed into the streets, and I was asking everybody like, "Well, who independently from this area making any noise?" Yeah. And at the time, they was like, man, this dude named Fat Trail. Him and the Slutty Boys.
Slutty Boys.
And I couldn't get past the Slutty, but I'm like, Slutty Boys? What the And so I ventured out, and I said, I'm going to do some research and find out who his people was. And that was over 10 years ago when I would say that internet wasn't as popping back then.
Nah, for real.
10 years ago. So I got in touch with Trail's people. Shout out Debbie and LT. They was managing him. They was running his day to day at the time. And I got in touch with Trail, and I talked to him for a few minutes, and he came over and did an interview with us in the middle of the wintertime. And this is a true story. Trail came to the interview with a Helly Hansen jumpsuit with no shirt on. It was snowing outside. he came over there with no shirt, just a Helly Hansen jacket with the jumper. Took his jacket off with his tattoos showing. I'm like, this young dude is crazy. Okay, we got us one. And from there, again, people wasn't really in tune with independent artists like that back then.
Right.
And I gave Trail a lot of light, and the Slutty Boys. I taped a lot. I did a lot of live interviews from their concerts, and a lot of interviews with them, which sparked for me to do interviews with everybody from Booby to Garvey to you name it, Rock Mikey. Everybody back then who was jumping on the scene was coming through my show. Even a lot of people was Dave East before he even
high school.
Before he even jumped off the porch, he was calling my name, trying to get his videos played on my show every week. So remember back then, I know you remember, we was doing DC Soundstage on Benning Road, and that was
I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah, that was what transition. I had T-Mobile back then. No, not T-Mobile, Cricket. Cricket.
Trap phone for real.
Hey, but you can't. You know what? I gotta give Cricket a shout out. They gave a lot of love to the independent artists. We went around the country doing shows in their actual stores, performing live in their stores. And like I said, he can verify. He been around me a long time now. He's seen a lot. That's why I was like, you ain't rapping no more, because he had it too. But that's how we started. You know, me and Fat Trail and the Slutty Boys, I started giving, and so their videos really started taking off. And
I'm telling you.
they became, that was on the brink of when Trail went through some things with his camp, so he changed camps, and then he wound up going with Rick Ross, and then from there they just blew up, and then so did the Eddie Kane show.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's vicious because saying that, Fat Trail probably like one of the pioneers from like around here that really, I would say him and Shy Glizzy of our generation. Of course, it was people before them that was doing stuff, but Shy and Trail, like, and then they had their own movements. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like the
you
Gang
just
and
don't
Slutty
understand. Boy. Yes, back then a lot of people don't know. Well, I give a lot of props to Trail. I give a lot of props to Shy because and Wale, because they helped change the game, the music game, right? But a lot of people don't know the story that what happened with me and Shy Glizzy because of Trail. Shy came out with this song where he dissed Trail. Disrespected with the tech.
I was fucking with everything. I ain't gonna hold you.
So this is why I'm gonna teach you media personalities and radio personalities why you stay neutral in the game. All right. Disrespect with the tech came out, and I was like, Shy Glizzy hit me. I got this new song. I need you to play the joint.
Yeah.
But when I get the joint, I hear it's the disrespect with the tech. I won't play the record because I'm fucking with Trail.
And Trail got respect with the tech.
And Trail got respect with the tech. So if I play the record, then I'm looking like
both sides.
I'm playing 50.
Yeah.
You feel me? So from that day on, Shy Glizzy never fucked with me. He threw me shade on every level. So even as I got bigger, I tried to get interviews with him. He wouldn't fuck with me, all behind that Trail shit. But I had to stay neutral for two reasons, because I didn't want to elevate no street shit. I didn't know where the record was going to go.
Right.
I didn't know where that record was going to go. And at the time, they was really heavily beefing.
It was lava. It was volcanoes.
Yeah. So for me, that was why me and Shy Glizzy never clicked on the music tip. And a lot of cats then came through my show, but Shy was one of the only. Him and Wale. I even reached out to Wale. Wale wouldn't fuck with me because of Goretti. Because I fucked with Goretti. So everybody know about the TV show. I had the TV show on the CW network. And I sat down with Goretti called me. Hey, yo, I need to be on the TV show. You know, Goretti go hard. I need to talk about this Wale shit. And I'm like, God damn. I really don't want to talk about it because I ain't trying to burn no bridges with Wale. But I gotta, this my man. Yeah. So I let me and Goretti sit down. We do the 2-part television series on the CW. And he talking about Wale and and so from there, Wale never fucked with me either. Would never show me no love. Now, you got cats like Light Show, all of them I gave platforms to. If you go back and look at all the series of all the television shows on it, because there's dudes that did this before me, like Weez, and other brothers, man, that were triumphant in doing this. I just took TV to another level with putting, dudes that you saw on the street every day on TV, giving them a platform to be who they wanted to be.
Right.
And what happened was the jail system, over the DC jail, over Maryland, Jessup, and all them jokers was getting, the show was coming on at 1:00 in the morning. So they was in their units watching the show.
That joint, yeah.
So the viewership was through the roof. So I started getting contact from people from in the system talking about, yeah, man, my cousin watching my cousin watching you from over the jail, man. They saying, man, they feel like they got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Shout out my brother Lester, man. It was me and him. And at the time, I didn't have the money I got now. He put the money up for us to do it. And yo, the CW saw we were doing so many households at night that they tried to wing us. So we stopped doing the show because they was taking advantage of us. You in television, you had, like, if a 38 segment, you got 28 minutes really, or 26 minutes, because they make you do two, or they do a blackout in the beginning, 30-second blackout in the beginning, and then at the end, and then you gotta have time for your credits and all that other shit. So you really only doing 20. Well, I started seeing Buick Cadillac and shit 31. I mean, you know, my shit come on 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. At 1:03, we still watching Buick Cadillac. So that means you still in time from me.
Right.
And you cutting my show short so you can advertise. So me and my brother was like, man, we gotta find our own way with this shit. And years later now, I own an app that I can facilitate all that.
Go ahead, talk about that.
Well, all right, so everybody know I was up Listen Vision, up WLVS radio. I was there for a long time, for about 7 to 8 years of my career. I was there. Shout out to Boom for giving me an opportunity. And I don't want to talk too long. You tell me if you want me to slow down so we can get your other co-host on. Or
Good.
all right, so I did WLVS radio. During that time, you saw everybody, big names come through. I'm talking about big names come through there. National and local artists come through there. A lot of guys got birthed through there. At that point, I wanted to start being compensated like the other radio personalities within the area, because if you remember, I started beef with terrestrial radio. I started Fuck the Radio campaign. You don't remember that? I started the Fuck the Radio campaign because they wouldn't play independent artists. And so it got so big, that's when Yankee, who was it? DJ Flavor, Pharaoh, all of them came up to WLVS. They wanted to have a sit down talk with me because I was fucking up the radio. DJ Jealousy from WPGC. Everybody wanted to have a sit down because, yo, your voice is too strong and you saying fuck the radio. You jive.
You started a whole movement. Because we still on. You listen to the radio?
I mean, when I'm in the car.
Maybe in the car, but most likely people don't listen to it like they used to.
We were just talking about that.
We listen to more, you know, your aux cord or either, you know, something of that caliber, but you don't listen to it's like fuck the radio because they wasn't playing our music. They wasn't showing us any love. And they still only give us peas in the pod. And that was shout out Tony Riz back then.
Tony Riz.
Yeah, Tony Riz, man. Before him, I was trying to get up PGC. But Tony was still working in the stock room when I was going through there. I can't think of homeboy name that was doing the little every Tuesday night segment of DC, like a home jam type joint. But they wouldn't fuck with us in the music. So I was just like, fuck the radio. And I became bigger than radio in this area.
No lies.
So like if it transcended to people all over the country start coming through, want to be on my show. And that's why we started being seen in 160 some odd countries. It just got so big.
It was also 106 and pop.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah, I mean, but I started losing the gumption or even the will to want to do it because I started seeing too many clowns jumping in the game and they was watering it down and they wasn't really doing shit for the culture. They was doing it because they saw me doing it or someone else and they thought they could do it better. So they was just in the way, and I just started seeing everybody. Your cousin was doing a radio show. John, Lil Boo Boo. And I'm just like, fuck it, you know? That ain't gonna help the culture no more. And then I started seeing artists still wasn't progressing from this area. We still doing the same shit 10 years later. You know, a lot of them haven't grown. So, you know, you see a kid start off when they're younger playing sports, and you been in their life and their career, and now you see them on the corner and they just doing, you like, damn, you just the fuck happened? Yeah. So you don't want to keep on investing in motherfuckers who ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So then I saw myself, I did with my man Hammer, we did the Eddie Kayne show ATL version where we put Backyard on television in Atlanta. I was one of the first people to ever do that. I started moving into go-go, starting to show go-go love, and that's not Backyard, but other bands. Like, they just don't show love back, you know?
The go-go world, it's a little, I don't know, it's a little tricky.
Yeah, go-go is a tricky genre. I love it. I grew up off of it.
Yeah.
But it's a tricky genre. Like, you know, if they ain't making immediate money, a lot of them ain't rocking. Now, the up-and-coming will.
Yeah,
but
they hungry for it.
They hungry for it. But, like, certain bands, I was hitting, and it's dudes like, that's my man, like White Boy. I was hitting them from Rassins. Like, yo, bro, when I was on PFW, I was on WPFW 89.3 FM for a minute. I had the number one show in this area in my time slot, 5 to 6, me and DJ Imperial. Yeah. And 5 o'clock. And then we was doing our thing. I was bringing go-go bands, dude, live on radio. And it was like it was like pulling teeth. You couldn't get go-go bands to come. They up here.
Hood stars.
There you go. So from there, in the pandemic, I got tired of watching the same shit on cable. And I've been like that for years. And I was like, you know what? It's time for me to switch gears. Maybe it ain't time for it. You know, radio, you done
run that
course with your radio. Maybe it's time for you to switch gears and do something different. And that's when before the pandemic, I already wanted a streaming app. And I used to tell my brother, man, I'm going to have a streaming app. And then during the pandemic, voila, I paid a developer, and we got a streaming app. Alley Oop Television is doing numbers around the country right now.
Yeah, that's all right. How long has it been up?
Since May, man. And let me tell you something. You know, I see a lot of people now. Oh, I'm getting a streaming app. I hope you do, because it's a lot of fucking money, from the development to the bandwidth to the storage to just the upkeep, the this and that. It's a lot of money. So just be prepared to have your motherfucking wallet out when you get to a station. Because just to be able to say, I got a app on Roku, Apple TV, and Apple TV by itself is an animal. To get on Apple TV, they make you jump through hoop. I had to show them a business. I had to write the operator's business. I had to have a partnership. Couldn't be a individual. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But we just literally in the last 30 days got that accomplished. I signed the deal with the International Film Company about 30 days ago, and now, man, they supplying us with national, international, independent titles, and man, it's love. And the biggest thing about it, I don't tell none of my trade secrets. I don't say who I got an ad agency. So just like when you see on Netflix and all them other spots, see Netflix, you download, you may watch a commercial or whatever the case may be, or you can go for the exclusive. You don't have to watch. Yeah, you can watch a commercial on Alley Oop, because that's how I make my money. But right. Yeah, we make ad revenue, you know. So I ain't charging nobody nothing. I'm making ad revenue now, and so I'm in a whole different lane from what I used to be.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Ad revenue. I tell people, do your research. You know what I'm saying? You guys are very good at what you do. Don't do it just for fun. Find a way to make some money with it. So find you some ad revenue. You doing numbers like you doing, man, get paid for it. You know, enjoy what you do. In the internet world now, things are not the way they used to be, especially with podcasts and radio. You control your destiny, and that's all by your viewership.
Hey, we got Miss Deen in the building.
How you doing?
Because you talking about streaming apps, and that's my jam right there.
That's your jam.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to know more about the streaming app, like what type of films and it.
Flowing
What
straight in on them.
Content is
bitch.
on there.
Well, if you go on my app right now, you'll see we got diverse. I'm not just I do show a lot of love to urban culture because that's my culture, and I want to show them that love. But if you go on there, you'll see a lot of diversity. You'll see Chinese. You might see a Chinese movie. You might see anything. We got series on there right now. We got international, national titles on there right now. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, I got excited last night. We sitting there, me and my lady, we watching, and what's his name? Post Malone. What's that? He's some beer company or something. He got a deal with. He got a commercial.
I seen the commercial. I don't know.
Every title that we turned on, Post Malone's commercial kept. So I'm like, and then we turn on another title on there, Channel 7 News running. I'm like, this mine.
So
this mine. I
when they
own
be running
this.
those commercials, do they get residual? Do the person?
Yeah, so they pay. Okay,
right.
so what happens is they do it off your viewership.
Okay.
So they put they put ads. I got a pre-roll, a mid-roll, and the end roll. So when you're watching the movie, you're gonna see a commercial in the beginning, in the middle, and the end. It's free to watch the movie, but you're gonna see a commercial. Right. In those slots, that's where the ad revenue agency pays us to run ads. So I get paid $8 an ad between every show. So with streaming television, it runs constantly. 100 people can watch that same movie over and over again.
Right.
Ain't no 12 to 1 o'clock is coming on. Run it.
Yeah.
But every time you run it, I'm getting ad revenue.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I try to teach, podcasters, radio, TV. If you're gonna do it, make some money from it. And it's ways for y'all to do it. Even with I'm looking for podcasts that I'm looking for audio and visual podcasts that's doing numbers because we can eat together with revenue. But you got to be able to do some numbers because 30, 40 cents ain't going to help me. That to be uploading your content every week and you ain't got but 3 or 4 people watching.
Right.
So, but yeah, I'm looking for content so we can, I want to be able to help people like you to take it to the next level that I couldn't get nobody to help me do.
That's great.
When you were saying before that, you love seeing the younger people doing their thing and getting into radio and stuff, sometimes the older generations can make you feel silly about some things that you're doing because times have changed.
Right.
So what part about the things that we do and how things are now make you most proud?
Well, what make me most proud about what you guys do is that we have taken control of the viewership. We've taken it out of the corporate hand and placed it in individuality. So now you got a way to go upload your podcast for, say, to Google Music, to iHeartRadio, and everything is generated off of your viewership. So you control your destiny. When I first came into the game, I had limited utilities. I used to stream on Ustream. Anybody ever heard of Ustream? Yeah. I started on Ustream. I didn't have multiple facets, and it cost 10 years ago. It cost a shitload of money to have a Ustream because you had to pay for a premium, and back then we was robbing Peter to pay Paul. So to pay a monthly subscription fee and because if you went over a certain amount of bandwidth, they cut you off. That's what I went through. Now you guys don't have that. You guys have an option of how you could, we were green screen and we didn't have those options. So to see you all elevate and to take it to another level, that makes me proud because, again, 10 years ago, nobody was doing this. We were the godfathers of internet radio.
Right. What's one thing you would take from right now? Like social media, green screen, like you were talking about, YouTube.
Green screen. Wait, no. YouTube.
That's what you would take to back in the day.
I had YouTube, but I didn't know the value of YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't have the tools that you got to go live from YouTube.
Right.
You can go live from YouTube now. Only thing I could do was upload a video to YouTube.
Right.
But YouTube and Ustream and all allow people from all over the world to come into your world. You feel me? We had social media, but social media wasn't as popping as it is in the last 5 years.
Right.
If I had all of those tools early on in my career, I probably would have been bigger than the Donnie Simpson. And I get recognition from people like Donnie Simpson. You know, I got 17 to 18 awards for doing internet radio over these last 10 years. You know, again, as we was talking about earlier, it's a lot of people's careers that I've helped birth.
Big facts.
A lot of people, and people that are big names came to me when they was looking for that attention, because I have the fan viewership all over the world, you know, and still do. I'm thinking about, you know, I saw Donnie Simpson say that he coming back with Video Soul to Tubi. So I'm like, shit, then I need to bring the Eddie Kane show back to Alley Oop.
Definitely.
If that's how it's going, yeah.
That's the thing to do, like refurbish or not even refurbish, but just bring it back. You know,
rebrand your.
Yeah.
But you know
They do it all the
what?
time.
As I was telling them earlier, I lost the tenacity because the music game ain't the same for one. For one, I support the music, but what do we be talking about? Like, I don't know what the fuck we be talking about these days. I mean, like early on, we was talking about the struggle and getting money and hustling. But now it's like every record, you know, I got daughters and they all grown and I got granddaughters. And I hear a record on the radio talking about she got good mouth, let me play in her throat. And I'm like, oh man, what the fuck?
I got what song that is.
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, I got granddaughters. I'm talking about smoke weed, play in your throat, go baby. And I'm like, damn.
Having a baby.
I be torn. What the fuck else can we turn? Ho, ho, ho. Right. So, you know, I be torn on the music and the message. But, you know, us as a people, that's all we always was able to communicate and push our agenda. What happened was we've allowed other people and other, you know, not being disrespectful, not racist at all, but other races to convolute the music, which is fucked up the message. So now we can't share the message because we convoluted, because now all we think about is the money. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? We don't think about putting a message in the music for our young people because we fucked up out here. Would you agree?
I definitely agree.
And that comes from what? The music and the television and the shit we see.
Yeah, everything we put.
Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why we fucked up.
So if your voice is so powerful and you have the respect and the knowledge, why not put your voice out there to help be a part of the change instead of watching?
I've tried. I've tried that. And I see, you know, for me, I get frustrated because of what I see going on. Like, the young people don't listen to us. They don't they look at me as a square because I'm an older guy.
Yeah.
Well, did y'all listen to the older heads?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
That is a difference though.
Real live shit. I would get kicked in my ass by the dudes on the corner when I was coming up. Say, get the fuck off the block. Versus the young dudes now smoke with the older dudes.
Some of the older heads scared of the youngins.
So, absolutely, and the reason why is because they are looked upon. The young dudes want to be their big homie.
Right.
If you ever listen, nigga, I'm the OG. I'm the big homie on the block. They want a big boy, the OG. So I can't give you any lessons when you don't want to hear.
You think you Mr. Miyagi?
If you know every fucking thing, there's nothing for me to discuss with you.
But there has to be a way
How?
for for us, and I'm not saying just you, but collectively, to find a way to get on their level where they understand. Because if it was your family, if it was your blood, and say they had they were alcoholics,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
And you're seeing them fuck their life all the way up, and they're making all these awful decisions, but that's your blood. You're not going to give up on them. And one day it's going to get right. And when it gets right, you know, you share in that moment that I stood by you and we went through whatever to get to the good part.
But do you know halfway what the problem is? You need the support of the parent.
Yes.
To be able to even get to the child. So for me able to conversate with you, I got to go through the parent. And 9 times out of 10, the parent don't say shit to my kid. There you go. Don't say shit to my fucking child. I don't care what they did. And so when it's pow, 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 rest in peace, little Billy. Little Billy didn't deserve to get killed. He didn't have so much life to live. But when we was trying to talk to little Billy, it was don't say nothing to my child.
Yeah. For real.
Sure.
I know you said, you know, we got to do this, that, and the third. But I guess for us, you know, late 80s babies, we ain't really have as many OGs. And I want to say maybe because of, you know, from where y'all came from, maybe the crack era and stuff, a lot of y'all was locked up.
Definitely.
So, and the ones that's not locked up, a lot of our OGs that we see, they doing this, you know.
They strung out.
They strung out. So, as for me coming, you know, you coming up, well, I'm going to have respect for somebody. And, you know what I mean? One of the things that a lot of the OGs, before they went away, they all, you know what I mean? You sell it, you don't do it. And the ones that your OGs, that's supposed to be your OGs and leading the way, they the ones strung out that the young niggas is selling everything too.
Well, you 100% right.
How we supposed to have that type of respect? And, you know what I mean? Yeah, we supposed to say, learn from your mistakes, but if you're not even learning from your own mistakes, how we supposed to take it? So for us, for our generation, that's why a lot of us kind of stray and go back and forth, and also why a lot of us is so, you know, radical,
defiant, and then
But at the same time, I also look at it as a good thing because our generation, we got the first black president elected.
Sure.
We the ones out here, you know,
sure.
Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? That's our generation leading a lot of that stuff. So yes, a lot of bad stuff came from it, and there is a lot more killing, and we not really raising up our youngins the way we should. But you know what I mean? I feel like it's a give and take situation to it. So to say, yeah, don't say nothing to my son on this, that, and the third, yeah, that's, you know what I mean, take a village, but I feel like it go both ways too.
What we fucked up was my era was on the way out with the family, with the father and mother in the household. Because we had mother and father in the household. But my father and mother, I was leaving out of era when the divorce was prevalent in the black family. So black family started breaking up. That was me. But I still had a little bit of the OGs that was older than me that used to still, even though they was fucking up, wouldn't let the youngins fuck up. Right. Okay. It wasn't until we started having kids and our mothers and fathers went hard on us, beat the shit out of us. And where we went wrong was our mindset was, I'm not going to treat my kids how my mother and father did me. And we raised you guys like brothers and sisters versus mother and father.
I got mine as well.
So you might got your ass, but the majority of the youngins, mothers and fathers, was raising them like brothers and sisters. They hitting J's together to this day. Yes. They hitting J's and they drink together. I know mothers and daughters that party together. So no, yeah, not too far. But the point I'm trying to make is when we equal, there's no the respect level is no longer there. Mm-hmm. So if you look at me as your equal, you feel like you can say, do, and act the way you feel because I made you feel that way. I made you feel like you was my equal when I should have been putting my foot up your ass. Mm-hmm. Okay, moving forward, the accepting responsibility from us, even me. I was a young father. I didn't know nothing about. I wanted to be in my daughter's life, but my mother, my I was a hothead. I was a hustler. I was in the street getting money. A lot of shit was fucked up with me, but I had money to take care. But I was also violent because that's the era I grew up in. I was violent. So I was violent to women. I was violent in the street. My oldest daughter's mother didn't want nothing to do. Man, this nigga crazy. I'm gone. My youngest daughter's mother kept me out of her life just out of spite because she's mad. We beefing. And that happened in the black community. So a lot of times when they be like, oh, the father wasn't dead, the father ain't in. No, it's not the father wasn't dead. The father was kept out of the child's life. So again, these are the problems within the community that have spilled over into as you growing up. So a lot of times now, if you was a late 80s baby, 9 times 10, your mother and father wasn't together, not saying you was home by yourself, raising yourself.
Latchkey kids.
Get what I'm saying? I was on the verge of that because my mother, but I had a village. My mother worked 3 jobs. Okay? Wasn't no father in the household after a certain amount of years. So I raised myself from out of the street, under the street corner. And that's when I used to get kicked in the ass by the OGs, and then I turn around and start kicking them in their ass. And that's where we went downhill. Because there was no more respect. So now the youngins don't respect the old motherfuckers. And the old motherfuckers don't want to just have no people my age that was violent. We made it through. We don't want no problems. We ain't gonna keep on tongue wrestling with you young niggas. Cause you niggas are the only people I know to wear skinny jeans and pull a 30 out.
Oh, have a
motherfucking jeans,
like,
jeans be tight as shit, but pull out a whole motherfucking AK. I'm not tongue wrestling with you young niggas.
Having them compression shorts, and they don't even play sports. So no, it's
I'm not wrestling with you.
Big ass coat.
And guess what?
Outside.
And guess what? All of the values have changed with it as well.
Yeah.
So things that I grew up off of that you would get if you shot a woman when I was coming up,
y'all had a code.
Your own hood would fuck you up.
Yep.
Because you can't shoot women and kids. That shit will get you killed by your own people. When I was growing up, if you shot a woman or a child, you was fucking excommunicated. Now it's like, shit, you get an extra bonus for shooting a motherfucking woman or a child. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm saying at this point, I don't want to fucking be bothered. I've spent, that was my brother just called me. We was talking about this last night. I gave up 10 years of my life trying to help people. And you know what happened during that 10 years? I got betrayed. I got stabbed in the back. I got shitted on by the same people I tried to fucking help.
So what do you wish you would have been doing?
I still wouldn't have changed that. Because I love the music. I was able to change the culture of the music in the DMV. I gave the DMV light. And I'm not going to say I'm the only person because you had Dre all day. I give props to the white worlds. My man Clayton White. Them dudes was doing it. When I was in Crystal Skate, them dudes had the big VHS recorders taping this shit, putting it on TV back in the day. White World, them type of dudes, right? Mm-hmm. So they been doing it. But they was doing it with go-go. I did it with independent music. I made these dudes stars.
You saw that switch. You saw the switch from heavy go-go to the rap game.
When I was fucking with independent music, let's take it back. When I was fucking with rap music coming up, you was a Bama.
Yeah. Nah, that's how I used to be for real.
Yeah. No, if you listen to that shit, if it wasn't with, listen, you know what?
Some of them are really not
Baby
good.
girl, you can attest to this. If it wasn't with Rare Essence or a go-go band, a backyard or junkyard band, that shit was not accepted.
Oh, you
That's
rap? Oh, nah. Yeah,
Ice Cube came to motherfucking triples. You know how he had to come on with Junkyard? Say, fuck you, Ice Cube, because they didn't want to hear that shit. They wanted to hear Junkyard.
Yeah.
The rappers had to come to DC and be inserted with the go-go in order to even get some look. That's how you came up with Dana Dane. You came up with the Slick Ricks, the Salt and Peppers. A lot of them motherfucking records that came out early in the days was on the back of DMV go-go.
Yes.
Dougie Fresh, The Show, all of that shit was precipitated from DC music. And that started with Puffy because he went to Howard.
Yeah.
Facts.
That makes sense.
Herbie Lovebug and them stole the DMV music. Kid and Play. All the motherfuckers made hit records off of the DMV, the sound.
Yeah.
And we didn't even embrace our own music. We embraced our own music, but we did not embrace out-of-towners' music. You was a Bama. If you listen to rap music, New Yorkers, you New York ass nigga. You a Yankee. For real. That's when Wale and them was rapping down Bar None. This is before Pure Lounge. It was Bar None. And Fat Trail and Question Mark Asylum and all these big ass names that have had big records from this era that y'all probably don't even know. We got motherfuckers that done really done it in the music industry, really, but the younger people don't even give them, like, let's use Question Mark Asylum. Y'all know, y'all have heard of them before, right?
No.
See, you need to Google them. You heard of them before? Question Mark, you know who they are, was real big from here. Okay, let's use Nonchalant. Y'all know Nonchalant.
Yeah, we know Nonchalant.
Huh? Black India. All these motherfuckers come back here to be shunned. DC don't give a fuck about that. All they give a fuck about clicking them sticks and the socket beats and the motherfucker toot 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 toot. That's all
I
they
feel
care
like
about.
that's
Them.
restrictive though, because nobody really wants to take the go-go sound outside of the DMV.
But hold up, you ready for this?
What?
When we try to now, it's certain we got our picks and choices with that go-go shit. Cause when CeeLo Green did something, we went the fuck off of him. But how many other fucking rap artists and go-go singers? Jill Scott, we ain't said shit to her.
Because she came back and did something with
Who?
the band.
With who? Who did she do it with?
Who was the band that was on her remix?
Chuck is the only people I know her to fuck with. But who else? Who did she do something with?
But
Who
that's
was the
enough,
band?
even if it's
Okay,
just him.
but okay.
You
Tell
can't
me,
just take the sound and not show love.
how did he not? He had a song before this. Him and Timberland. When you want me to come, holla. When you call me, he been doing the fucking music. He been showing love. So we got our picks. We like picking arguments like a fucking scoring relationship. We pick and choose what we want to fuck with. Okay, but Snoop Dogg did a record with Essence. How many of y'all supported that?
But he did a song with actual Essence though.
Yeah, but how many people from the DMV supported the fucking record?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Facts.
I can see
think
what you're
it-
saying. I
Let's
see
talk.
what you're
Let's
saying.
talk
I
the
see what you're
fucking
saying.
talk. We get a fucking attitude because people want to embrace the culture, but we don't even fucking support the music. That's some catty. That's some fake shit. We just picking fights just because we want to fucking have something to say. You like a fucking scoring relationship. Facts. Talk that shit to me.
I mean, DC is petty capital.
Patty is a
Petty
motherfucker.
capital.
So guess what? Let's move forward. It was Stinky Dink, Tony Blunt, me, all of us in the crew. We all with doing movies. DC Scorpio. We did the movie Bruce Brown, Streetwise. You probably can still get that movie. All these legends. We doing legendary shit. They never respected the fucking DC. It's because of the youngins now. They don't fucking listen to the radio. They listen to Money Ma, Big Flock, Pistol, this person and that person. Man, that's who the fuck and these youngins is doing 1 million fucking views.
Everything
They,
is
so
is
no,
YouTube, Apple Music.
what I'm saying is they listen to their music, so they have unplugged from the go-go. They don't even fucking listen to go-go.
Nah, they don't.
Go-go is a dying breed.
It is. We keeping it, you know, and like people. They want to be Chicago. Yeah, it's on some Chicago.
So unless we start teaching we teach another age bracket, the go-go music gonna be done soon. Cause we be 50, 60 years old. And who the fuck coming behind us? The TCB motherfuckers is 30 and 40. What's behind that? So all that fighting we did for go-go, and the shit is a dying breed because the youngins don't fucking listen to that shit. The youngins listen to what?
Rap now.
Rap music. And it's motherfuckers here in this area that's doing millions of fucking views and you don't even fucking know them.
For real.
It's motherfuckers here that's doing millions of views. What's the little young dude? YNB Corday?
Corday.
How many of y'all motherfuckers know Corday? No, not heard. How many songs have you listened to from Corday? How many?
Shout
What's
out
a
to
few?
Corday.
Shout out to him. No, this is. I'm making a
just
point.
saying.
I'm showing him
I'm
big
with
love
you. I'm
on
with
this
you.
motherfucking show right now. But I want to ask that question, ladies. How many times have you listened to him?
I haven't.
Never.
I've never listened to like an album all the way through.
Okay, but this man is doing what? Fucking numbers.
He with Dr. Drake. The niggas making big boy moves.
He's doing fucking numbers. What Logic? Let's use Logic. He a little older.
Another big boy move.
You know who Logic is?
Yes, I did.
You know who Logic is.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because you're in media. But if you was a everyday lady still just doing your everyday thing, would you know who the fuck Logic was?
Probably not.
Thank you.
I don't know. He had some popular songs.
Yeah, the suicide
What
song?
song can
Yeah,
you?
that's the same one. I'm
The
talking
one
about.
fucking
That
song,
put
that
him on.
suicide song that put him on, you ain't never heard, you don't know nothing else from Logic. But guess
He
what?
was in Sucker for Pain, the little giant.
Guess what? That's because you educated don't mean everybody else educated,
Yeah,
Miss
no.
Lady.
Okay, sir.
The average
Respect.
person don't know shit about that from this area. But these motherfucking kids is doing numbers. That man shit went platinum. But we don't know nothing about that.
That's tough.
We the only motherfuckers we know is Wale, Shy Glizzy, and even let's use that. These motherfuckers have put on for the city, right? We still don't. We still try to fight them, throw darts,
them.
diss them, discredit, shit on them, and they from. But in New York, they don't do that. You don't see that in New York. They might not like each other, but you don't hear them going ready. Yo, fuck Fat Joe, bitch, motherfucker. You don't see that. We the only motherfuckers that do that.
Yeah, I was about to say 50 John like was
But
going
guess what?
smack.
But guess what? Hold up. Okay, then you know what? You're right. But let's take it back. For 50, even himself now, has started embracing motherfucking more New Yorkers. Hence Pop Smoke.
Yeah, that was it. I think that was a joint.
That was 50's protege.
Yeah.
50 went back and put his whole brand behind that Pop Smoke. Now, if you listen, that whole Pop Smoke beat, that sound, is the new New York sound.
And it sound like 50.
Sound like 50.
To me, it does.
All them niggas.
to me too.
But guess what? 50 really running this shit. 50 got a hold on the fucking game.
He got a universe, the power universe.
And it all came from what?
Come on Sunday.
Get Rich or Die Trying mindset 101.
Everything is loosely based off of his life. Like everything.
But guess
As it
what?
should.
Can you not show him the man love? The point I'm
That's
making
true.
though, the New Yorkers, they stick together. The Atlanta motherfuckers stick together. We the only ones fighting each other.
So what do you think is the reason? Like
We just on clown shit.
That
It's
crowd in the
our
borough.
our area. We could be so fucking. We won't even embrace Baltimore, motherfucker. We after
Y'all know I
love
love
Shout out
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Shout
okay,
out Baltimore.
let's
Random
okay,
City.
but let's just be real. We still, when we say the DMV, we won't even fucking include Baltimore.
And they the
Yeah,
whole
We
side of
won't even
Maryland.
include Virginia. We shit on Virginia. And you know what? I just want to say for the record, in my lifetime, I have met some thorough motherfucking Virginia niggas that
I know
will put
some
you in the
solid niggas out
fucking
VA
dirt
too.
just like a nigga over Southeast. I know some Virginia niggas that put you in the dirt the same way.
And they got a lot of land out there. You hear me?
Richmond, what?
RCC, that's
No.
not really DMV.
No, okay, let's talk about I'm talking about Richmond Highway. I'm talking Richmond Highway in Alexander. Richmond Highway.
Route 1.
AVA, they got some giant,
Richmond
like,
Highway.
savages out there.
Now, do your homework. Google. It's some niggas out Richmond Highway. It's some Richmond. Them niggas out
Yeah,
there.
niggas from the Dale. Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say to you is thorough people everywhere, but we as a people won't even embrace these people, and that's our fucking allegiance. We had all these people and we would embrace where the fuck we had. We had Baltimore, DC, Virginia,
We can
and we
move
in
like-
Maryland, and we was tough like, man, we would run shit.
Everybody that be
If
claiming
we was
Atlanta ain't
what?
from Atlanta.
Man, no, Atlanta's a transit city.
Exactly. That's how this
Motherfucker,
DMV.
but the
Yeah,
DMV is the
DMV
same
is
way.
like that.
Do you know what? Most motherfuckers who live in the DMV are from New York or North Carolina.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
My motherfucking family migrated here from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and went to New York and here. So my family started off in the South. Most of the big drug dealers from back in the day in New York was from where? North Carolina. We was from Rocky Mount, and my father came from Tarboro, and these motherfuckers was gritty.
Yeah.
I'm talking about gritty, country motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So that's Frank Matthews came from motherfucking North
Frank
Carolina.
Lucas.
Frank Luke, all them dudes come from North Carolina. So again, if
What's up
we
with these Franks? Oh yeah.
if we stuck together, that's all I'm saying. If we stuck together more, like what I'm saying about the podcast and the audio I'm trying to help motherfuckers give you an alley oop.
Hence the name.
That's the give you do your thing. And with me, if you don't stay, you don't stay. If you stay, put your hat down for a minute, and you get a better deal. Then I did my job. I helped you.
Do you think it's because like you don't see as many like mainstream like people that make it like mainstream like a Shy Glizzy or necessarily like on the rap scene like a Shy Glizzy or Wale that people is like, yo, if I get a little buzz, I'ma hold it for myself. Whereas in Atlanta they more like, yo, I'm starting to get on, I'm gonna put my man on. Like everybody try to get everybody on, but we're kind of like here. It's like I got a little buzz.
I want to be the little one.
I gotta get me on before I could look at everybody else.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I ain't gonna keep y'all. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. Let me say this to y'all. If first of all, if Shy Glizzy would have did a couple years ago what he doing now, we'd probably be a little further. Cause he giving these youngins,
Pulling up the youngin.
he pulling these little young No Savage and all these other youngins.
He went
giving,
back to his hood, pulled up a
he,
young
he
nigga.
giving niggas. He doing what Wale should have did.
But they don't really embrace Wale because they say he ain't from here.
But see, that's where we, okay. But okay,
He from
so
Buffalo.
let's back that shit up. Here it go. Here again, the DMV is comprised of DC, Maryland, and Virginia, right? I don't give a fuck if you from Montgomery County, if you from.
I know some hitters out Moco too.
Listen, facts and what that man just say is motherfuckers in Montgomery County will put your ass in the dirt like it's a nigga over Southeast, okay? So it ain't where you from, it's how you come, okay? So let's just be real about that. If we stop stigmatizing people and embraced everybody, we'd be strong. We'd be able to shit on other cities. But our crab in the barrel mentality, we'll click up with an out of towner before we'll fuck with each other.
Damn.
And that's
Yeah,
facts.
I never got that. I never.
'Cause of
understood.
money.
No, but whole time.
They feel like they
But you
make
know
more
what?
money
But you know
elsewhere.
what, sweetheart? In the 80s and 90s, that wasn't even the case.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaicans and New Yorkers would come down here, and they thought it was sweet. Go check that title out. It's on Apple Alley-oop Television. Thought it was sweet. It's a DC movie.
Hey.
They thought it was sweet. We were sending their ass back home in boxes. And that's how DC niggas used to move. We would swindle your ass. Yeah, we fuck with you, and then put that motherfucking thing to your ass and take all your shit,
Need
kick
all
you in
that.
your ass, and get the fuck on back up the road. But now, we'll sell you out for an out-of-towner.
Yep.
But out-of-towner ain't gonna do that to you.
I think I know what it is. It's like people here don't never want nobody looking better than them
Oh, yeah.
or doing better than them, and it's like all about looks. But motherfuckers be broke and they don't be having nothing. But like you look like you do.
You know
So-
what? You are so right, baby. Just this week, I was going to the dealership to buy me a CLS, right? I said, man, I deserve to buy me a new car. I want to show off and all that shit, right?
Talking money. He talking money. The CLS 500 AMG kid. Yeah.
I wanted to treat myself. I'm like, I work hard and struggle. I deserve to have this shit. But you know what? And this is not race. This is real. When I used to work in the government about 15, 20 years ago, I had a white colleague. We were going to lunch one day, and he had on the brown boat shoes, the deck shoes, and like them.
Yes, you
And the bottom of the shoe was coming apart. And I was clowning him like, damn, Slim, you got the motherfucking quacky ducks back there. You the motherfucking quacking back there. You know, I'm fucking with the motherfucking quacking. We laughing and joking, my men and he going to lunch. And I think he intentionally did it when I go back and look at it. But we went to the ATM. We all going to ATM, get some money off of lunch. Now, we got a government job, but we paycheck to paycheck. We laughing at him. I drove a Lexus. My partner, he drove a motherfucking Grand Cherokee. And to make a long story short, so we go to ATM. Slim drop his motherfucking ATM receipt. I go to pick it up.
He definitely did it on purpose.
Yeah,
I go to pick it up and hand it to him. But you know how we do.
God damn.
Real fast.
Looked at that thing and saw that motherfucker had 28,000 in his pocket. I said, shh, he can buy him any pair of shoes he wants.
Yes.
He just getting his money's worth out of
And
them.
so from that point on, I used to like to wear Prada high top tennis shoes, Gucci. It made me think, like, damn, we wear all our shit on our back. And we don't got nothing to show for it. We robbing Peter to pay Paul. He driving a Honda Accord, but he got 28,000 in the bank. So you know what I said? That same money I was gonna take and put down on the car, I'm gonna pay my developer to put my app in the Google store. You know why? Because the more motherfuckers download, the more ad revenue I can get. So then if I want to go buy 2 CLS, I can.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I was thinking with my motherfucking street feet and not my motherfucking mind, I would have bought that car this week.
Yeah.
So now I'm going, like I said, I was talking to somebody before I came in here. I'm working on trying to get my app on airlines. So when you flying, you can watch television shows on my app.
Oh, that's lit.
You are now free to move about the country.
But motherfuckers ain't thinking like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody thinking, I've never owned a pair of Jordans in my life.
Me, damn, I'm lying. I got a couple.
I've never owned a pair in my life.
Had quite a few.
I've never owned a pair. I've had Gucci.
I never bought a pair.
I've had now right now. If you go in my closet, you'll see Gucci dress shoes. You'll see everything, Ferragamo dress shoes, all that shit right now. But I've never owned like Air Jordan. And to this day, people clown me. I won't buy like I have a hard time buying 990s, 996. I can't spend $150 on no tennis shoes. I can't. But I live lavishly though.
Right.
You come in my house, you be like, damn, that's nice as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because that's how I like to live. I like the finest of food. I just got back from Puerto Rico. I like to travel.
Yeah, I seen you out there living.
Yeah, I like to live. But a lot of my friends, they only got enough money to look good on the outside. They can't do what the fuck they really want to do. You feel me? So take that too. The setup in here, everything is beautiful. Keep elevating. Keep making your set look good. Invest when you want to go spend that money. I was going to take my lady to see Erykah Badu. No, wasn't Erykah. It was the Isleys. They wanted $450 for 2 tickets. She said, "Shit, we ain't going to see no motherfucking Isley brothers." But she could have very well said,
Ron even there?
"Yeah, he was there." But the point I'm making to you, she could have very well said, "Shit, go get the motherfucking tickets."
Yeah.
Or let's go see Erykah Badu over the MGM. She could have been like, "Shit, I want to go." I told her, "All right, I'm gonna go get the Erykah Badu. They want $250 for what? Orchestra seats? Shit, we better invest in another bit." So I'm going to open another business.
That's what's up.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to start doing that though to leave a legacy for our kids and stop leaving a whole lot of debt
Right.
And GoFundMe.
and go. Because when we die, let me just share this with you, and I got to rock. Today I wasn't even supposed to do this interview today because I had a colonoscopy today. I don't know if y'all fellas hip with that.
Nah, I'm
Okay, so when you
mean-
hit 40, all men got to get a colonoscopy just to make sure you don't get cancer in your rectum. All right, so you got to have this done. Just research it. When you hit a certain age, you got to get this done. So I had one done today, and I had 7 polyps, meaning 7 polyps. One of them was potentially cancerous that they had to remove. This in and out surgery. I did today. if that didn't teach me, I gotta work on my health and fuck everything else and live and enjoy life, what else would? Because if I hadn't went to the doctor and kept on fuck that, this, that, and the third, I'd have been in the casket with a RIP. You feel me? So I'm telling y'all, keep elevating, keep putting into yourself. Stop, don't do what the world do. Do something different. You feel me?
Gotcha.
So go against the grain.
Go against the motherfucking
You know
grain.
what? I like you because, I mean, just off of what you said, is all my life I try to go against the grain. You hear people say go with the grain, don't go against the grain. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with doing something that's different than what you see everybody else doing because they think that shit is lit. It may not be.
You know what? How many friends can you say you know that are millionaires?
0. Like friends.
Friends,
people I have in
immediate
my-
friends. How many
Yeah,
immediate
I don't-
friends?
I don't have no millionaire friends.
How many even speak?
Thousandaires.
Okay, got some
Yeah.
thousand. How many of them are talking when y'all talking business, talking about y'all how y'all can collectively, what can y'all do collectively? If y'all ain't in them type of motherfucking circles, as y'all are getting older, you need to change your motherfucking circle because what the fuck, you can keep smoking, you can keep drinking Casamigos and all that shit gonna get old one day.
I feel like we talking more so about that in my family. Like I don't
Nah,
really have no friends.
but you gotta have your circle is what takes you to the next level.
My family is my circle.
Well, if that's your, keep fucking with your circle. They could take you to another level. I could look at you women and see that y'all ain't like a lot of these women. Because when I look at them, I see tattoos all over their body and they got piercings and they eyes got bags under them. And that shit ain't cute.
I don't have no bags.
No,
Appreciate that, like for real.
no, I'm just
We
saying.
just go.
I'm just saying. But
Appreciate
and
that
then
one.
you look at how your upkeep. A lot of these motherfucking young people on drugs. Right now, and I'm gonna roll on this. We gotta stop praising the motherfuckers, this drug addicts, and get back to praising I fuck with the hustlers. We as a people praise the fucking drug addict right now. If you has a motherfucker and you looking, you the coolest motherfucker. Where the fuck did that come from? That's the shit I'm talking about that they put in the game to fuck us up, to convolute the message.
Yeah.
Because when we grew up, nigga, we idolized the Frank Lucas, the Frank Matthews, and them motherfuckers that was getting money. Now, little JoJo that's at the bus stop, no. We oh, that nigga cool. Cause he taking them motherfucking, he taking them pills. He doing this. He snorting coke.
Say no to drugs, y'all.
I ain't saying that you ain't got. Just know where your ass is at. I smoke weed, but no
Weed
way.
is not a
That's
drug.
not.
Well, you know.
I got you, but we just gonna throw that
Well,
out
weed
there.
is
Say
not.
no to
Weed
drugs.
is not. It's a hemp. Okay, I got you. But it's still on the paper. They got it labeled as Class A,
They
Class A
definitely
narcotic.
do. They
Okay,
definitely do.
fact. So
That's what they say.
yeah, they got it labeled as a narcotic. And you know what? If you never knew nothing else, if y'all want to help the young people, talk to the young black people in DC because y'all just saw y'all last mayor. Mayor Bowser was y'all last black mayor. They get ready to put a white man in there, and they gonna clean up DC. Y'all not gonna keep killing. They gonna bring the motherfucking mandatory minimums back, and they getting ready to bring back that motherfucking death penalty. So they get ready to get y'all a motherfucking when they switch torches, and the next race gets into the office, they're gonna change shit up on y'all ass. So you think you're gonna keep running around with these 30s with these motherfucking beams? You're gonna get life in prison for having a motherfucking gun, because that's what they get ready to take it to. Hey, I love y'all though, man, for having me. I really appreciate
OG.
y'all for accommodating me. You know, I really don't even do interviews. I get 1,000 requests. I don't even really do them, but I fuck with what y'all doing here, because a lot of times when you go to these people, as I told you, I stopped because you go to these people's shows, the content be some bullshit. You be like, what the fuck are y'all talking about in here? So I really have enjoyed myself, and y'all allowing me just to rant and talk.
Nah, that's all right. You was the first person that I was looking up to that reached out like, yeah, keep going type stuff.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I'm saying?
And my DM is open on my phone. You know, if you got any questions, if I can help you, just call me. You know, I'm an open book. Call me, Slim. You know, I look out for anybody. My goal is to be a billionaire, but I'm gonna still be this same dude. Yeah. I'm gonna be cool. Whereas though you can read man shit, I can hit Kayne. He a billionaire, but I still can call him. We can still talk. Cause that's how I'm gonna always be. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it 100. But man, keep your circle real small and stay sucker free.
You already know. Free swerve. Good luck for coming out, G. Definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Definitely appreciate it.
And next time, be on time so we can. I'm just messing with you, babe. Follow me on social media. Eddie Kayne Show.
I would have been out here in 10 minutes.
Follow me at Eddie Kayne Show on Instagram. Oh, Eddie Kayne CEO Alley Oop Television on Instagram. Eddie Kayne on Facebook. I was just playing.
Tap into that alley oop.
I'd hit them back alleys. I'd have been out this bitch in 10 minutes. Hear me?
Yeah, download that. If y'all don't do nothing else, download the app. Just check the app out. You know, tell a friend for me, man. Tell a motherfucker. It's black owned. We got a lot of black titles on. I mean, I got all nationalities, but I'm definitely supporting Baltimore and DMV. I got movies from Baltimore and DMV, screenwriters and producers. So I'm showing love.
How do we download?
Go to Roku, Apple TV, or either Amazon Fire TV, and it's in their app store.
Oh, you on everything?
Yeah,
okay.
but don't worry. In another month, it'll be in the Google store, so you can watch from your phone.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Let's get it.
What was the name of that DC movie you said?
So we got a couple on there. Southeast 67. That's a DC movie that talks about the 80s, 90s crack era. We got Raising Wolves. That's about Baltimore. We got another one, Thought It Was Sweet. That's another DC movie. So we got, I got 60 movies. I have to literally pick every movie that we want delivered. So when I'm on there, I'm looking all the time for hometown to show, right. And I'm paying these people. They ain't free.
Okay.
I pay them per stream when their movie is streamed. So support these people's movies, you know, because I'm paying them.
What's your
This
IG?
is major.
Eddie Kayne. Eddie Kayne. EDDIEKAYNE.
You got some underscores.
_Alley Oop Teller.
Thank you for that. I was about to be so lost.
I think it's Eddie Kayne _. Right?
Alley.
I'm
gonna show it to you.
I got you.
You got me. Yeah, and follow me.
Is it on?
Yep, that's me right there. Follow me, I'm gonna follow you back. But definitely, if anything I could do for y'all let me know. And I'm looking for podcasts, so if y'all looking for a home, y'all reach out to me, man. Let's talk some numbers and how we can make some shit shake.
Let's get it.
Now you heard it live on radio, ball in their court.
Let's get it. All right. Shoot, Miss Deen, what's good, Slam?
Let me get off.
Man.
IOG.
I appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much.
Drive safely. Safety first. I'm tired, yeah. I'm like tired.
Should the hosts be together?
No, I'm not about to uproot you. You've been sitting here for this
Interview
long.
sandwich.
Hey, you're the guest. It's the first time we have a guest interview sandwich.
Okay.
That's tough. So, Miss Deen, how was your day so far?
Man, productive day. It's been going good.
Muvah Chocolate, how was your day so far?
My day was. It was good. It was good. We just bought a house. So
congratulations.
Right? Yes.
Hey, homeowners association.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes.
Okay.
And fees. So, my boyfriend was just putting everything together and it's starting to look real homey. So we're excited about
Homie
that.
putting the home together, making it look homey. Yeah.
Yes.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about your beginning. Like, you have Lit Beyond DMV, the show / club. You ride past this joint.
You have to come.
You do.
You have to come check out our show. So, how I started is that I knew that I always wanted to be like in the music scene. Not as an artist, of course, but somehow behind the scenes. And I love talking and running my mouth. So I was introduced to this guy, and this was like maybe 6 years ago or so. And he was trying to tell me about like podcasts and Facebook TV, Instagram TV. He was like, this is something major coming down the pike. I think, you should get into it. Mm-hmm. And, I thought he was just talking because at that time, what he was talking about was so outlandish. So
he was ahead of his time.
Exactly. So I was like, I'm just going to start it slow, maybe do like open mics and interview artists and stuff like that. So I had bought like a backdrop, a red carpet, and I had a microphone, and I would go to different events and I would ask, do you have media coverage? Can I interview your artists after they perform or, whatever like that. So I connected with DC Top 20 with DJ Anonymous.
Mm-hmm. Shout out DJ Anonymous.
Yes, he, at the time, and even now, DC Top 20 was like on the up and up. Like if you were a local artist on DC Top 20, you were, headed.
Way.
Yes, you were definitely on your way. So he had an open mic event, a networking event with all of his artists. And they were all performing. And he invited me out to do interviews. And we just parked up a Sprinter outside.
I was moving like robbers.
Yes, but it was so lit. It was so like, oh my God, I was like so turned out that day. I had so much fun and just like connecting with the artists in a different way. Like after seeing them perform, hearing their song and then getting to like really know them and their story. Like I just fuck with that. So it kind of just snowballed from there. And I had posted an interview that I did and Nino saw it. On on Facebook, and we were friends from high school. So he was like, what, you do interviews? Like, I got this vision, like I'm trying to be on the radio or whatever, like what's good? So then we were on an internet radio show with Hustle Firm Entertainment. We started with them, and I just had like a little like 10-minute segment on his shows. And then we decided to get our own situation, and that started the Hustle 5 Ways podcast. And then shit has just been snowballing.
So you
from there.
was a co-host on the Hustle 5 Ways podcast.
Yeah, it was me and Nino.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was me and Nino, and then he would give me like 15, 20 minutes to do my own Lit Beyond DMV thing by myself. Yeah. So once I started getting a hang of like the board and the mics and just interacting with people, like when I first started, I was very shy. Like after every show.
You was shy?
I was so shy.
I can't tell.
Yes. No, I was the one just like sitting, watching the interview, but at the table. So, Nino would like give me pep talks and stuff like, why don't you try this, why don't you do that? And just as I started getting more comfortable, I found my swag, and I'm like 15, 20 minutes isn't enough,
right? And
then when we moved here, he was like, all right, you gotta do your own thing. I'm gonna be behind the scenes, but you need to keep going.
Shout out Nino, he's definitely a motivator.
Yes, big time.
He's like a ball of energy.
Yeah,
for real. You always know when he come in the building, like
check. That's my dog.
No, that's my dog. No, for real, that is because if we hadn't crossed paths, I don't know where this would have been. I might still be at
Everything
open mics with my backdrop. So
you did have a backdrop here that was lit.
Oh, thank you.
Lit Beyond.
Yes, Lit Beyond DMV.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
Yeah. So now my show has gone from like radio to kind of like more of a talk show vibe.
I've seen it. You're on your Oprah vibes.
Yeah. Well, Oprah is a bit aged.
Well, when I say Oprah vibes, I just meant like the setting.
Setup.
Was like,
yeah.
Wow,
no, I feel you. I'll be the mother of the Oprahs.
I mean, I feel like in terms of talk shows, especially for African American women, she is mother. So yeah, that's the highest esteem that you can get.
Right. No, I feel you on that. I want to like be myself, Like, yes, of course, she's a goal to aspire to. Absolutely. That's like creme de la creme. But finding a way to also make it me.
Have your individuality.
Yes, like,
yes. I
my
didn't mean
spot
to put you
right
in the
next to
Oprah
her.
box.
Yeah, no. I get what you were saying.
Talk show.
Yeah,
hosting,
yeah, because
like,
she got fucking money.
I was about to say, I'm just wishing Oprah money on
Yes,
you.
yes,
You know what
yes.
I'm saying? All your endeavors.
Please send all the Oprah vibes. Yeah.
So that it'll eventually stop being Oprah money and be Muvah Chocolate money.
Exactly.
Fat Trail once said, "What the fuck is you smoking, nigga? Only bitch I would marry is Oprah, nigga."
Now I remember when Dave Chappelle did the Oprah skit.
Fuck it.
It's like, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant.
I'm dead.
Gotcha, bitch.
But yeah, I'm trying to take it to the top. Wherever the top is, that's where I'm gonna be.
Well, from what I've seen, you're
Definitely headed there. You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying?
I appreciate it.
Gosh darn. So, what made you start the club?
The club,
Club Lit Beyond DMV.
like the club vibe.
Yeah. How that?
So I wanted my show to be like more of an experience. You know what I mean? Like when people come and see my show live or even watch it, I want it to be like life-changing. You know what I mean? Or if it's not life-changing, unforgettable. Like you'll never forget it. So I like to like surprise my guests, or, you know, we'll all drink together, turn up together, and it just be cool, fun vibes. It's a Friday evening. You've gone through your week, gone through all your bullshit, all your bumps in the road or whatever. So this is like laid back, you know, cool, chill time.
Yeah.
And then my DJ, he just be taking it to the next level. So it's like, yes, once you're in that mode, once you've had, because also I think where we fuck up at is that we just be buying bottles and no chaser. So it's literally
really
like
fucked up.
straight.
Getting fucked up.
Yeah, some nights. Yeah, some nights it's crazy. And it'll just be straight liquor. Then the music is bringing all the vibes and it just turns into a party. And it's just, those are some of the best episodes.
They are.
But it really depends on who the guest is to determine what type of vibe it'll be. Because sometimes it is serious and we won't drink at all and we'll be in like deep conversation and, you know, it'll be lit in that way. And then other times it's just wild, crazy, freaky, you know, whatever.
That's lit. Beyond DMV.
You gotta come back for a show.
No, I definitely do. Cause the first time we met was during that. You shot a show, but I did an interview before the show. Then I came on the show.
Yes.
But we met through like I think Keys to the City or
Yes, they had a post about media people.
Yeah, they was like, who the hottest media people? And your name was popping up like shit. And then my name was popping up. So I'm like, hold
Yes.
up, let me holler at because she's lit. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. No, and I fucked with that because like we were just talking about with Eddie Kayne, the crabs in a barrel, you don't get that all the time.
Right.
Like a lot of times it's like, who the fuck is that? Who do they think they are? Like, you know?
Oh, she thinks she lit, huh?
Exactly. And I've gotten that. So I know exactly what he means when he says that the DMV is like that. And I mean, it's sad. It's really sad because we could be Atlanta.
DC is a very strong DC. I don't know about now, but they was DC or nothing, right? So that kind of creates friction between the rest of it, because DC probably like the middle nucleus of the joint.
Yeah.
And then you got Maryland and Virginia surrounding it. But
Right.
if I don't know if that makes sense. But
No, I get what you're saying, but I feel like they have like so much pride. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
that
yes.
Washingtonian pride.
Yes,
Where
you're
you
from? I'm from Silver Spring.
Okay, you from Maryland.
Yeah.
South Side.
Yeah, Southside.
Prince
I
George's
can
kinda
vouch,
Moco,
you know,
PG,
for the DC
you know what I'm
people
saying?
in this, because I feel like I'm the only person in this room right now.
Right.
Which is fine.
You know, Eddie Kayne he's from the city.
Oh, okay, yeah, he was, you know,
OG from the city.
Like, so my family's Ugandan, right? So
Shout out to Uganda.
when we're in Africa or in another state, and people ask us where we're from, we're gonna say DC because nobody knows what the fuck Maryland is.
That's how,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So then,
wait, don't say Maryland. Just say the specific part of Maryland that you would say, because they know what Maryland is. They're like, oh, you're from Maryland, but they'll say Baltimore. They'll
they will assume Baltimore.
Yeah.
So once you say, you don't even want to say Maryland because you don't want to be mistaken.
I'm not from Baltimore,
right? They think
Shout
that's
out
the
to Baltimore,
only
though.
city. Yeah. So you say you're from DC for like
area
geographical reasons, not because I think I'm from Ward 8 or whatever.
Project Baby.
But so it's just like in relation to talking to people that don't live in America.
Yeah. Right. I would never go
to
a DMV person and say, oh yeah, DC, blah, 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 because I'm not from there. But if I'm in another state, it may be easier for that person to understand, like, oh, Maryland, DMV, DC or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I feel like sometimes, when people who are Washingtonians, they might take offense to that or feel like we're claiming something that we don't know nothing about. You know what I mean?
I feel you, but when you out of town, it's different. Like if you been from Montgomery County and somebody that was from DC, if y'all in Cali somewhere, it's
from the same place.
It's gonna be all right. We rocking. We gonna vibe together.
Right.
We vibing.
Shit, if it's like that out of state, why can't it be like that at home?
Exactly.
That's a great question. I mean, say you have a couple siblings and y'all fight all the time in the house, but when y'all go out, nobody better fuck with nobody.
Right.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be one of those type of people that's like DC or nothing, fuck Maryland, all that. Not right now.
Yeah, because she called us measies.
I used to be like that.
Yeah. I'm not I got none of that measy talk.
I got that measy shit from a Maryland person who called themselves
She did
measy.
say that.
I ain't just pop up with it. Like, I heard the nigga call himself a measy. I was like, oh, okay, it's all right to call
y'all
I
know
measy.
this person?
Right.
Because if I do, y'all have to have a talk.
You do.
I'm dead.
He's funny? He's a funny guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I think I know who you're speaking on.
I'm dead.
But, yeah, like, I used to be one of them, fuck everybody if you ain't DC, but I feel like I go to other places and they show me love, or, I just go out there and buy shit. So, I'm out here without no problems. I have more problems at home.
And you can get mumbo sauce in Maryland, too.
Yep.
The one.
Too.
Look, you can get mumbo sauce in Carlisle, PA. Shout out to Carlisle, by the way. I don't know if anybody from there. It's in Pennsylvania, honey. It is so fucking rural.
Is it
like
the DC part of Pennsylvania?
It sounds rural.
Is it the DC part of Pennsylvania?
I'm dead.
It's more like the, let me see. More like the Waldorf.
Oh.
Yeah, Waldorf.
Waldorf.
Yeah,
Little Mexico.
Because Harrisburg would be the DC.
Okay.
Because that's like the bigger city. Yeah, it would be like Waldorf.
Okay.
Sister.
I got a question.
Okay.
How do you feel about Kevin Samuels?
The rude nigga?
He's the rude nigga.
No, I'm just saying, but the rude nigga.
Hold on, you said that's your man.
That's my man too, bro. That's my uncle.
I'm going to keep it a stack. He has some facts, okay? A lot of the things, if people stop focusing
on how he's saying it,
on his delivery fucks it up because it's like
he's an asshole.
Yes, you're making me feel small. Even though what you're saying could be true, you're making me feel small. And I think a lot of people's problem is that they don't want to hear the truth. Mm-hmm. Like those women that have 3 kids, overweight, no job, but they think that they should have millionaires.
They should
like
have
you're
a billionaire.
crazy.
They should have a billionaire with 3 kids.
That's insane.
It is insanity.
And it's not because you have kids, but it's your
just the
whole
situation.
package.
Yeah, it's the book.
You're bringing a liability to the table. You're not an asset in any type of way.
I feel like some of the things he says is factual,
yes,
but a lot of it is outlandish. And like you said, it's the delivery. So it's like, I remember the first video I watched with him, which happened to be this career woman who, makes over a certain amount. She feels like she would want a millionaire or someone who makes the same amount as her, not anyone who makes less. And he just going on telling her about how she don't deserve that because she's not this, that, and the other. When, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of mixed messages just going on in that damn shows. And it gives me a fucking headache. And I'd rather just be smoking the J, than to be watching him do whatever it is that he's doing.
Look, I've never sat down and like watched a full episode.
Oh, y'all missing it.
No,
Let's
I
all
have.
sit down.
You gotta
and-
watch a whole episode. You gotta watch a whole
No,
episode.
I feel like bro had you sit
definitely
down and watch
watched it for
a episode.
Did I?
You watched it like 2 weeks ago.
She probably tuned out, honey.
She
you,
probably
you
did.
was
She
watching
probably
Maybe
that
I got on
whole
my
episode.
phone.
She was somewhere else.
I don't
while you was
remember.
watching
Like
it.
7 videos.
And I would, yeah, we watched like, I felt like we watched like highlight clips. Yeah, clips. We never sat and watched
Oh,
the
I see what
whole
y'all saying. I see what y'all
from
saying.
beginning to end to see how does
The
he get
progression
to
of
that
it, yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Like, do you jump out the gate like that,
For the most
or
part.
No,
like-
no.
Sometimes.
You be
Some
watching
of
the
it's
whole.
the build.
Do you watch the whole joints?
I have watched full episodes.
Okay. Cause sometimes it depends on
Yeah,
the
depend on
vibe
who
on
he
who
talking
coming
to.
in there.
Yeah.
If somebody
Yeah.
coming in there ignorantly, he gonna
yeah?
shut that shit down. And
He be going on men too.
he do.
That's the
He
whole
be
thing,
having
though. He
segments
going-
with
he
men
going-
like,
Okay.
equal opportunity.
bro, what the
Okay.
hell are you doing?
Like you're 5'4", 300 pounds, and you make minimum wage.
And you want a woman?
Like, what do you deserve? You don't
Yeah.
deserve.
You don't deserve
I haven't
anything.
watched any of those. I
Yeah.
need to go
See,
watch
Yeah.
them.
I watch
He be
everything.
getting- I feel like he get niggas more than he get.
He do.
If
You gotta
it's
come
if
to
it's
correct.
on both sides,
Shitting on him.
you know, I fuck with him because he's just keeping it real. Period.
I
And
feel like
people
he
just
good
can't
for
handle
us.
the truth. People can't handle the truth.
I was
feel
a
like
little
he
upset.
helping us.
I was a little upset because people try and like second guess his sexuality, like as if that actually has any fucking thing.
Oh, they're trying to say he's gay.
Yeah, like that don't have nothing to do with
I'm
nothing.
saying, what
Like,
type of gay man
well,
would help?
Out there.
Why ain't even?
If
I don't
he's
know.
gay, how can you be such an expert in heterosexual relationships? That's like me going to a gay male environment and I'm trying to tell them why they're not good enough for their
feel you.
own. Like you can't you don't know how this works. You don't know women on that level because you've never been in that situation. So if he's gay, that's a problem.
Well, he has
It
been in
is.
that situation because he has children. I'm sure he may
Okay.
like later on in life.
Maybe
decide
now
it.
he's gay.
Yeah, so he may
Okay.
feel like an expert on that.
Yeah, I feel
But
like.
Farnsworth is gay,
Oh,
He is?
isn't he?
No.
Diddy's guy? No, Diddy's.
Come on, just say you don't know.
the
Okay.
umbrella nigga.
I was under the
Yeah,
assumption,
but
but
Farnsworth, I fuck with the
Okay.
umbrellas, bro.
all right. That was an assumption on my side, but
He said he was raised with around a bunch of women.
and like that's like okay. You ever been in a relationship and then like somebody's cousin or something tries to tell you something about your girl or your nigga, and it's like you don't even know him how I know him. You know what I mean? Like I get it, y'all are close. That's your favorite cousin. But on this level, you know nothing about this. Because when you're in a relationship, you're going to know that person in a completely different way that nobody else will.
Right.
So when family, like siblings and cousins and stuff, or even friends, it's like you're never going to know
Right, y'all
them
not,
how I know them.
y'all not locked in like we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Farnsworth, he's married too.
Okay, my
So
apologies.
black woman?
Yeah, black woman.
Oh, right now.
Shout out to you, Farnsworth Bentley.
Marlon's wife from the White Chicks. He married to her.
Oh,
For real?
Yes.
I was
That's
just
a-
watching White
definitely a
Chicks.
good
I'm
look.
dead.
I ain't even know that.
That
I
shit
didn't know
funny.
that either.
I had to look it up.
Marcus?
No, I'm not trying to assassinate a black man. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Damn.
You can't be calling people gay.
Look, we love black men on this show. Don't play with her.
Shout out to the black men.
Damn. Spanked his ass.
I'm weak.
Damn. So usually I be having topics in my phone, but as of late, I've just been letting that shit flow.
Do you feel like honestly, it's hard to keep up with a weekly show?
Those,
I was just
You like
talking
them?
to her about them.
Thank
Yes.
you.
We need
we got
a
on
shoe
these
cam,
shoes.
yeah.
We do
Yeah.
need
We need
a
like a
shoe
shoe
cam
cam.
eventually. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
our night.
What?
But,
You want to see my shoes?
Looked like she was walking through somewhere and it was hot outside. She was like, "Oh, that we about to get."
Killed it and made some shoes. I'm
She
dead.
was walking mad to her business.
I'm
Came out of
dead.
nowhere.
I love
Yes.
snakeskin.
Yes, shout out to the snakeskin. But I'm sorry. What you was about to ask something? I said that I usually write stuff, but I don't.
When I was saying it's hard to keep up with a weekly show.
Yeah.
Like sometimes your mind is just
everywhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like, damn, it's show day already? Like, fuck, I haven't thought about nothing.
Every Thursday, I'm like, it's Thursday?
Yeah. It be coming quick. So I definitely can feel that.
So when you was on the DMV Hoods and News podcast, how'd that go for you?
That was interesting. They're cool. I fuck with their vibe. They talk about real shit, everyday shit, stuff that's going on, like present day or present week. And they keep it a stack. But the bigger one, what's his name?
Anwar, Hoods and News, the actual. Or?
Yeah, not affiliate.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah. He's burnt out.
He's hilarious. No, he was cracking me up.
We haven't had him
pop out in a
special appearance in a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he like that.
Usually does.
Yeah, and that was sprung up on me. Like I came to like.
I was talking to affiliates. He told me like, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of what.
Yeah,
what happened?
Like I just came to pick something up or drop something off, and their guests happened to like stand them up at that very moment. So when I walked in, they were like, "Oh, bet Muvah Chocolate, go ahead, sit down." I'm just like, "Wait, no." And then they were telling me about the show and who it was because I've never seen him in person, so I wasn't fully aware. But then I was like, "All right, fine," and it ended up being really lit. We had a good time.
Yeah, I tuned into a bit of it.
Yeah,
I heard about some of y'all discussions. That's lit. That's tough.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a nice mix.
They gotta come and do my show now.
They definitely do. Sit on the.
I would like to see that dynamic.
That guy is crazy. He's just crazy.
I think we can all agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Baby is burnt. Big baby. Yeah, you're a big baby. But like when I was doing my makeup, I had a chance to actually look at your show and listen to it. And I think you had the twins on. I don't know the exact name, but I know it was a set of twins. So like, who is your favorite guest that you've had so far, or do you have a favorite?
Probably me.
Really, Trevor? Everybody's literally in here talking about me.
Look, because everyone has been out there except for Dom. He's gonna say him.
No. I was gonna say Sweet Pea.
Sweet thing.
Sweet Pea.
I'm dead. That was like a dream come true for me, because I'm like Backyard's biggest fan, and she sang and everything. So that was.
We love Backyard.
Yeah. But other than that.
So who's your favorite male? Because, we could use your favorite woman.
She'll be my favorite woman. Favorite male?
You better shout my man out, because I already know you better say. My man Chicken and Waffles, man.
I was...
Chicken and Waffles, man.
Well, it's two. It's two males. Big D, shout out to him. Big D's Chicken and Waffles. That is my man's, okay? Because he came on so shy and timid. And by the end, he was the whole party. Like, it was just too much fun with him. And he's just so real. And, oh, my God, we had a good time. And he really loves his girl. Shout out to his girl, too. She's so glam K. I think she does hair. He loves her so much. And you could just, it was oozing out of his pores. So I really loved that. But, like not even idol, but I was like honored was Tony Lewis Jr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I interviewed him.
Free Tony Lewis.
Yes, I read his book, and it was just
4
like,
times.
Oh my God, it was like the book came to life when I was talking to him. So I really fucked with that one. Yeah, that's like.
Damn, you interviewed Tony Lewis Jr. What the hell? What am I doing? What the hell am I doing?
I'm dead. But no, it's hard. It's hard because you really have to like go after people. And
I'm telling you.
someone like that, he's completely open, but he could very well have never answered, my
Easily.
And people are like that, where it's like, okay, like, you're so Hollywood, I don't even care about this interview anymore. But I appreciated it, and he was so motivating and encouraging. Like, he was cool.
Need those good vibes.
Yeah. But yeah, you're gonna get no's, you're gonna get stood up. It comes with a lot of shit, but you gotta just like spam the world.
Niggas gonna spam you. Yeah, I'll be there. Mm-hmm. Damn, bro, that was the day. The fuck? Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah. But it all comes, with the territory.
All right, so we going on a tour, right? Mm-hmm. You pick 4 artists and 1 go-go band to take on this tour.
From the
around
DMV?
here, yeah.
Okay. Well, Backyard's number 1. That's not even a thought.
Not even a debate.
Fat Trell and Shy, for sure.
Got to. And them niggas, they mended their differences too.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. You could pick some ladies too.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to decide which lady. I'll probably go with Shelly and Pinky.
Pinky Killer Corn?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Shout out to Pinky Killer Corn.
She's so
Shout out
DC.
to,
Like, I love
Q
it. Her
Hill,
vibe, everything.
Q Hill, being the GOAT that he is, has hands in a lot of shit. So, But yeah, Pinky, she's definitely like that.
Yeah.
And Shelly the MC.
Yeah.
Is definitely like that as well.
Even though she moved to Atlanta,
I want to say she
kinda,
fucking up Atlanta right now. You know what I'm saying?
but I feel like not on the music level. I'm not trying to hate.
No, I
at
know.
all,
I know what you're saying. She turned into
more,
a model.
Yeah.
She's a model now.
Yeah. I want her to
Shelly's
get back
a
to her
model.
music.
Get back to the MCing.
Yeah.
MC doesn't stand for model chick.
Yeah. Yes.
Even though you do your modeling thing.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Clean up, get all those coins, whatever you need to do, but just make sure that mic stays in your hand.
We need that good music. You know what I'm saying? Muvah Chocolate needs the crank.
Yes. There's other good female artists, but I just feel like they come with too much shit.
Okay. What do you see within the DMV, the music scene, like how OG was talking about the shit that he feel hindering us? What you see either hindering us or what you see that make you like, okay, we doing something as far as the music scene goes?
Well, I don't have a we doing something attitude towards it because I don't feel like that's the vibe of the DMV. It's a lot of talented people here, but I do believe that we are going to remain in the same place for a long time. And I feel like people are going to continue to just branch out and leave and get big, and then it'll be like, oh yeah, they were from the DMV, not, how it is when they're at home and they're really not getting love. Like he was saying earlier, like the younger people, they really ride for, and maybe
savage.
when they become the 20-somethings, like older 20-somethings, it will change. But with the violence and all of that, it's like so much takes away. Like maybe they're doing the most so that their music will be factual, but it's like lose almost.
Man, if your music's too factual, then you gonna get hit with the RICO case.
Right.
That's what I don't understand.
Right.
A lot of them rappers
Right.
ain't out. Some of them not out there doing what they say they doing. A lot of them are, but you're not supposed to act like them.
Right. Right. They're just not moving smartly, and it seems like the DMV is in a constant downward spiral. I would love to see it up, but I just don't think that's in the cards anytime soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is sad.
Yeah. I mean, and that's across the board. Media, like there could be more togetherness.
Comedians.
Like people that you saw starting out together, it's like one side is over here, one side is over here. Like
Yeah, you got the vets, and then you have the new
intermediates.
But everyone is trying to look like they are
all right.
top of the top, and they got it, and this is it, and you are no different from me.
These are facts.
So
we gotta do better, DMV. Like now that we are a fucking conglomerate, we have combined DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, whatever. Like we all gotta do better.
but it's been that. It's been DMV. And how long did we even fight the DMV? Like when it first became a thing,
Yeah.
everyone was shutting it down. Like, what is this? But it only makes sense. It only makes sense. Oh, really? Yeah.
Well,
but it does make sense.
well, Wale, he died. I ain't gonna say he started that shit, but like that DMV shit really came together when he was making his push.
Back in pure days. I remember Wale.
Gosh. Yeah.
Because I used to go to open mics and literally like brush shoulders. You were a nobody, like walking through with your friends and your mans and trying to, make your way. I felt like that's when the DMV music scene, like 07, 08, when like the entire DMV was hungry together, and you go to those clubs in the basement and it's like stages and it's packed out for around the way rappers. You're not getting that
Who
now.
was doing that shit? Shy, Sweet. What's that Sweezy gang? Top Dollar Sweezy. I don't know if y'all heard of him, but he
somebody just bought a bunch of his clothes. Who was it? Rick Ross?
Probably, I don't know. But he
Yeah,
do
he
make
put
the
him on
clothes
his
now.
story.
But back then, like he was shutting down shows. Him, Shy. This back when all of them.
Light Show.
Light Show. I feel like he's not an underdog because people know, but I don't. Light Show is a problem.
And I feel like he should have been like on by now.
I feel the same way.
When it was those times when it was Fat Trell, Shy, Wale, they were all coming up. He was on the lineup as well, if not higher. I have a funny story about Light Show.
What's up?
So I had a birthday in DC, and I got a table at Saks. Remember Saks? We got demolished.
Hey,
Okay, we were done. It was like me and 6 of my friends, and I had gotten a hotel, like just maybe around the corner from the club, so we didn't have to drive, and we were calling an Uber. So we're outside waiting for the Uber, like let out time, and someone sees this random car pull up, and they're like, "Okay, the Uber's here." So we go to this car. We all pack in the car, like front seat, back seat, like 6 drunk bitches in a car. And they're like, "Oh, like something, Uber." And the driver's Light Show. And he's like, "I'm not an Uber." And everybody's like, "Yes, you are." Anyways, and we're just like carrying on. And he's like, "No,
Not for real,
like,
bro.
you guys have no idea who I am." And I was like halfway passed out. And someone was like, "Wait, is that Light Show?" And I'm like, "The fuck? Like, y'all is stupid. Like, why would we ever be in Light Show's car?" And he's just there smiling like, "I'm going to just help y'all out because y'all are done." And he drove us to our hotel and made sure that
You're
we
a
were
stand-up
good.
guy.
Yes. But it was too funny. It was too funny.
I bet you he remember that shit too.
Have you had him on your
That
show
was
yet?
y'all?
No, I haven't. And I have reached out. I'm going to keep reaching out. I'm going to get him there one day.
Hey, Light Man, look. Stop playing, bro.
He got kidnapped.
Stop what
that
you
night.
doing, bro.
No, for real.
He definitely looked out.
Like, if it wasn't him and
if it wasn't 6 of y'all.
Yes. That was, oh my God, he was like our angel that night. Because
This nigga Light Show pulling up, saving the goddamn day. That's all right.
yeah.
He didn't even know he was needed.
Right.
That's cool. Damn, what else? I was about to ask something else. I'd be fried.
Shit, how y'all feel about this weather?
I'm ready for fall.
Sweater weather.
Yeah. Let's get
Hoodie
cute.
season.
I love it.
Yeah, steal some hoodies. You know.
It be like when the weather break for it to get hot, we be in like damn sundress season. But now I don't know what season that we could celebrate. Males can
season.
celebrate. Well,
Sweatpants season. Hey.
women can celebrate that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
For the
like,
males in the fall.
Yeah, cause y'all be layered up. I mean, we be layered up, but you know, y'all be layered up.
The thigh high boots.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
We want to see.
With like a skirt or something, right?
Yeah, but it's
That's
colder.
sexy.
But
So-
y'all want us to freeze? Like
No, I'm just saying.
No.
And then when you go home,
Some
it's
leggings.
just the thigh high
Leggings
boots.
are cool. Leggings are cool.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
And leggings.
Yes. Leggings is just about it.
I'm dead. Yeah, because everybody's going to have the big coats on.
Yeah.
you can't
Looking
see
like they about to go
nobody
kill
from-
somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody got the. What's up with the bubble coat? When did bubble coats become like that thing? Because I
Like
feel-
the Montclairs?
Yeah. Well,
Again.
nah, they don't even have to be Montclair, but yeah, like
I don't think
Yeah.
they ever went away. Bubble coat's always been around.
okay.
And, you know, like they say, fashion repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that old school, like New York vibe kind of came back. So I loved when the bubble coats came back.
It was
Yeah.
when Bobby Shmurda dropped Hot Nigga. That's what it was. That made everybody
This
go buy a
nigga.
fucking bubble coat and some butters.
It's so hot that he got him and his crew locked up
I'm dead.
off
so
of a
sad.
song called
Hot
Hot
Nigga.
Nigga. We don't fuck with hot niggas in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. If we
He
say you a
was
hot
young and
nigga,
dumb.
I know, but he hit puberty by then. And
Yeah.
He probably had a lot of sex by then, so he wasn't that dumb.
If he
The
didn't go to
nigga
jail.
song- it wasn't the song that made him
Yeah,
famous.
he was
it was
already
the hat
lit.
throw that made him famous. If he ain't throw that hat, fool, nobody would have known Bobby Shmurda.
How much time he did?
7 years.
7 years.
Damn.
How big of a bag did he come home to? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Oh, I don't know.
He ain't really. Yeah, bro. He ain't come home like Gucci or Boosie.
I thought what's the name dropped him some money. I thought Quavo.
Quavo did.
Quavo gave him money. Quavo ain't
I don't think he gave him an M.
M. Quavo by himself.
Yeah,
The
no,
all
Quavo
three of the
gave him
Migos
money.
probably put it in for him.
He got some bread, but somebody gave him something.
So what you saying? If he never went to jail, he wouldn't have been big?
He got whatever little streaming money he had.
Nah, we was fucking with him before he left.
Biggest he
Yeah,
was,
Everyone
bro,
was
Before he ever
doing
got-
that dance.
when he came back, bro.
But he had more than one song though. Like niggas be yeah, computer.
He had shit with Shy Glizzy, bro.
Yes.
He got a vicious song with Shy Glizzy. Burr, my ice is colder. That's my shit.
Yeah, all his shit was lit.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. Bobby Shmurda never been like a nigga that I would just like crank because I don't think he
But you
cranks
would
that
turn
hard.
up to him.
But I fuck with Bobby though.
Yeah.
Like as a man, I fuck with that nigga because he stood for something.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a
After he
question
told
for
on
you
everybody.
two. How y'all have a Smack Life podcast and y'all don't be smoking on the podcast?
Technicalities we can't smoke in here, but best believe we smoke.
Okay.
before we
There's
come
a
in here.
powwow outside.
Oh, we
You
have
guys
a,
have a group session
We have
before?
somebody provides gummies. One time it was a drink with motherfucking THC in it.
Really?
So you know
Why
we
you
be
don't like
we
it?
be suited, but we're working on that. We're
Okay.
definitely working on that
Okay.
because we would love to. I would love to sit here and smoke. I'd be smoking right now.
I be rolling up and look. Don't get us started.
Papers or backwards?
Papers.
See, it's the
I can't
funny
go with
thing.
Raws or white?
Oh wait, I didn't answer that.
Wait, no, I'm giving her a
Hemp.
follow up
Alright,
and then
go
back
ahead,
to
go ahead.
hemp. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all ever had mango flavor game leaves?
No.
I don't like game leaves no more.
I don't like game leaves at all, but the mango flavor ones, they got them from fucking Backwood people because them joints is always on point. Anyway, so I fuck with Backwoods and shit, right? But as of late, Papers, and I be smoking the classics.
Okay.
hate that shit. It burn like fucking
I hate
leaf paper.
Yeah, because the way it burned, I had to get used to it. But the way that the hemps hit, you gonna smoke a hemp for like an hour. I don't got
I'm
time
okay
for that.
with
I don't, but see, I gotta hurry up because I might gotta go be on daddy duty. So
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got the
You know what
smaller
I'm
ones.
You
saying?
don't have kids?
No, I do, but
She
they
got
older.
grown ass.
They better leave me the fuck alone.
Her
when this
son,
door
one of her
closed,
son dunks.
I
Yeah.
This
fed
nigga be
you.
dunking.
He don't be
I'm
dunking.
down.
He told the shit though. But he
He
don't.
walking around with the dog dunking and shit.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
parent sessions are
Rest in peace to
different
Fresh.
from regular sessions.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
It's a
while you
rush
rolling
hour.
up, I'm gonna distract them, and make sure they're busy, and then we can hurry up and smoke this shit and get back to them. Like,
It's like you
It's
can't even
hard.
really enjoy it.
Nah.
You enjoy it, but it's like, let me hurry up and
Yeah.
get have you can't. Just,
Now,
It's
sometimes
not like
you
the
gotta
late
wait
night
till they go to
jazz.
sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes
When
you
they
gotta-
all asleep.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
order to really feel it, you just gotta wait till they go to sleep. Make sure they got their baths and they out, and then
I
you
don't
know.
got the patience. I'm already what you call it? I be irritated, so I
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are
I
irritable.
don't smoke jack, so you know.
yeah.
Please don't do that.
How do you feel about people smoking in front of their kids?
I despise it. I'm not gonna lie. I smoked in front of not in front of my kid. He was asleep, and we was on a road trip, and I couldn't stop the
the
car.
windows was open.
But I opened the fucking sunroof, and it was only once, guys. And this is a hypothetical situation. This may have not even happened, allegedly. But that was I don't like rolling up in front of my kid. I don't like doing none of that shit. I feel like for
Yeah.
what? Like,
Yeah.
For what?
I
Like,
mean-
especially in the room with them, cause like
In the
then they
room.
can inhale the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their clothes won't smell like it. The motherfucker gotta go to school. It's his. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some babies
Yeah.
be coming to school smelling like a whole fucking 3-5.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to
Damn,
be
we
one of
gonna
them
fall for
parents.
that. I know
Right.
he got that shit on him. Where
Yeah.
is he at?
Yeah. No, for real. It's embarrassing.
How
It's
you
embarrassing
feeling?
for your child to smell like
Yeah.
weed. I am not with it for myself. Like at home in a room with my children, no. I don't even want them to see the weed, even though I know my oldest has.
Right.
So, and I know she knows that I smoke. So if we're like at a cookout or something, she might know, okay, mommy's over there with her cousins.
In the smoker circle.
Right. So I need to stay on this side.
Shout out
But-
to the cousins.
Right.
Yes, I love hearing that.
But she might see a burning J in my hand or something. I try my best,
You try,
but
you
we're
know.
outside, so it's like,
Come
you
on,
know.
baby, mind your business, man.
Right, exactly. But at home, like, no. She, like, knows. Like, all right, Blake, come on, let's go upstairs. We'll come back down when dinner's ready.
she a real one.
Yeah. So,
I feel like it's important, like, because they see everything and we don't know. We don't ever know when they around. Like,
Those
for
are
real.
nice
for
Yeah.
real.
flags.
yeah.
Hmm?
Those are nice glasses.
Thank you. I couldn't find my glasses, so these are like an old pair, and
These old things. She hit us with that shit.
Shut
Okay.
the fuck. No, for real. I had 3 minutes for the lift. I was like, God damn, I'm at the elevator with no glasses on. Like, bitch, I can't see down the hallway. Why the fuck I can't see right now? Look, say no to drugs, y'all. But yeah, like, we gotta kind of teach our children, you know, about it. And somebody might judge me for it. It is what it is. But I educate my kids and let them know, okay, there are certain types of drugs. These are the ones that you don't take. We're going to watch Drugs Inc. real quick. You know, we're going to blur out some things.
Yeah.
But I need you to know because my son is saying in high school. And
Yeah.
what would be the point of keeping it
You
from
don't even
him?
look like you haven't seen it.
Period. Thank you. Y'all give me so much compliments. I need to come here more often. I
I'm
swear.
dead. No, you really don't.
I do.
But yeah, he's older. He
Yeah.
needs to know because
Yeah.
you don't want him going out there all green and
Not
someone
being
take advantage of him.
experiment,
Yeah.
guinea
It's better
pig
to get
and
it from
shit.
your mother.
Or
You're
even my younger son who's 10, like the media has so much going on and we aren't always there watching what they're watching. You know what I'm saying? So my son sprung up and asked me one day what was weed or what was cocaine. It was something. It was a hard drug. It wasn't even like nothing that I've had him around. Like weed. It wasn't weed. It was something real hard. And I'm like, whoa, hold up.
Yeah.
Who you been around? Who you
Yeah.
been talking to? And then he showed me what he was watching. I'm like, why the fuck is this on?
Yeah.
Like, this is a program for children, and we talking about cocaine. That
Yes.
is crazy. So I feel like it's important to educate them because they soak up so much and
Right.
they understand way more than what the fuck we think they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's very quintessential. Just look, don't do this because if you do, you will be like one of the OGs, like you talked about, that's out there on fucking drugs and stuff, trying to tell people don't do drugs, don't be like me. No, nigga,
Looking
Yeah.
like Smokey.
you damn right. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like you just
Smokey on some.
just out there, and
Yeah.
don't nobody want their child to be like that.
I absolutely agree with that. There was one day, I picked up my daughter, she's 10, and her best friend, and they were telling me how at school, they were having a discussion about hard drugs, including cocaine. And the best friend was like, they're taking it too far. Like, I don't need to know. Like, why are we discussing this at such a young age? And she's just like, she felt extremely overwhelmed by it and felt like it was so inappropriate. And this was 4th grade.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's ridiculous.
And I'm just like, damn, like,
At
why is
school?
this a part of the curriculum? Yes, they were talking to me about cocaine and beer and how they were drugs.
Are you dealing, brother?
Got
I
him
need my
coming
smack.
home. Daddy, you drinking drink?
Yeah, no, it was crazy, and I did not appreciate it. But I guess that's the world we live in.
I mean, it's like, it's crazy because me as a young man, it's like when you hear people say, well, even y'all as women, if you hear somebody say don't do something, you
gonna
gonna
wanna
want
do
to try that shit. So me, it's like, I don't really want to be like, I don't want to introduce like, yeah, this is weed and I don't want you to do this, but I do. If questions arrive, because my son, he's 7, so he ain't, you know what I'm saying. But if questions arrive, and I'm gonna keep it 100, but I don't really want to be like, well, don't do this. I'd rather be like, well, this is what happens to people that do this. Like, I ain't gonna say, nah, don't do this. I'm gonna be like, well, here's crack, and look what crack does. Like,
Yes.
have a picture of some crackheads, or go drive around the city somewhere, or
Yeah.
go to Baltimore, and hey, look at these crackheads. Look. If you do certain drugs, this gonna happen to you, type shit. So,
Yeah.
you know, but it's crazy. And then they throwing in sex education in the fucking kindergartners
Look.
now and shit. So it's like
Why
they mixing
need to
everything.
know about this at the age of fucking 4?
like, cause Joe Biden. Fuck that. Nigga.
Look, don't even bring up that can of worms because I think I have an unpopular opinion.
On
Biden.
we might be on. Wait, okay. What you mean though?
I think we made a mistake.
Oh,
Definitely.
see, we on the same nigga. I
that's not
said
unpopular.
put
I feel
Kanye
like-
in there or Trump.
Not
should've
Kanye. Kanye's too mentally unstable. We should have stuck with Trump.
How is Kanye more unstable? How does a mentally unstable man attain $6 billion?
I feel like most of the people who running for president are mentally unstable. Like, look at their past. Little,
Yes, but
Trump is a very
Trump-
intelligent man.
had the money coming in. Biden is taking it all away. Okay?
But
Kanye
the
coulda
country,
got
they
us
say the
there.
country is
No,
going
it
bankrupt.
doesn't matter.
Well, not bankrupt, but the country is basically ran out of money is how they put it. CNN.
That's lies.
Well, the country is trillions of dollars in debt, so the country don't really have the money that people think it has.
Yeah, it said once October hits, it's going to be officially,
I mean, they printing money, but the money's not really
they
backed.
can't
You know what I'm saying?
completely.
Y'all know how many people is trillions of dollars in debt to us as Americans? Y'all worry about the wrong things. We ain't never paying back none of them people we owe. We are the most powerful military country in the world. We ain't paying no China. We ain't paying none of them. You can say they own all the stuff in the world.
Oh, the shot is taking over the world.
Please talk about that. I don't want to get this fucking.
Yeah, if you don't got that shot, they about to start shutting shit way down.
Yes.
The shot is a DNA altering shot. So if I alter your DNA, you're no longer a what?
A human?
And what do they call human what? Rights. So if you're not a human, why would you have human rights?
Well, we're already not human in people's eyes.
No,
I'm getting what you saying, but I'm saying we already saying like that shit.
We're talking about your amendments. Yeah, you're a
constitutional
We're talking
rights.
about your amendments now. We're talking about that. Your right to bear arms, your freedom of speech. All of that doesn't matter because you're not.
That's why the English language gets on my fucking
Man.
nerves because there's so many loopholes
Shots.
and different.
Only shots I'm taking is Casamigos.
I'm dead.
Don't
but
do
no,
that.
the vaccine now
Stop that shit.
is being
I don't drink
connected
Casamigos.
with so many things. Like, for example, my 9 to 5 is requiring the vaccine for in office and remote workers.
Bro.
Right?
I'm remote.
Now,
What the fuck do I need it for?
right, as a condition of employment. If you don't get it, you're fired. If you apply for unemployment, if the reason you were fired has anything to do with the vaccine, you're ineligible for unemployment benefits.
Wow.
So now you put my back fully against the wall because I don't want to get these 2 shots.
I don't even get flu shot. I don't remember my
I don't
last
get
flu
the
shot.
Why do you have to invade my body in that way? It's not like the shots that you need for kindergarten. You know
Right.
what I mean? That is different.
Polio,
I'm an adult.
the chicken pox, like shit that. And
This
then
is my
They worked on
livelihood.
that shit for years. The polio vaccine was not distributed that quickly,
Yes.
and they put this shit together in a year.
Right.
They told niggas you got to take it.
Now I shouldn't be able to take care of my family because you think I should take this medicine.
And if 50 to 60% of the people in the building got the fucking vaccine, then we should be good.
And no, but we won't because vaccinated people still get the virus.
Which
But
is-
It's
they're
not
saying
an
that once-
immunity.
They're saying that once they get the virus, if a person who doesn't have the vaccine gets sick, then you get like violently sick. So
If I'm fully remote, I'm not going to be anywhere around you
That's still
to
not
get
true
sick.
though, either, though, because you can't. Everybody, it's a reaction. Everybody has a different reaction.
Right. Some people are
Some
asymptomatic.
people are asymptomatic. Some people lose their smell.
Yeah.
Some people lose their taste. Some people really, really get sick. Yes, there are people that are dying from it, but like
I think they boosted the shit
but
off them
here's-
numbers.
Me
Here's
too.
the one
people
thing-
was dying before they even knew what the virus was. People was dying from before. They was saying heart attacks and respiratory disease.
Yeah.
And they didn't even know what
And
it was.
5G
They still don't know what it is.
Yeah,
radiation.
Them 5G towers was getting they
Man,
was
they
getting the
was
worst
getting
of it.
everybody.
They said it's a new variant now. That's not even.
There's hundreds of variants.
Look, this
though.
is COVID University.
There are
They got
hundreds of
deltas and
variants.
sigmas and
Look,
some more shit.
look.
The new virus that they got.
They the new?
London virus is,
What?
Is immune? The vaccine don't even work. I was just listening to.
So and then that's the thing. So they when they put out these vaccines, they creating these variants that make everything else null and void. So it's like y'all just perpetuating a bigger, worse COVID.
They call
Right.
it boosters. You gotta
Right.
go get the boosters.
You might as
I
well
don't
treat that shit
care
like the chicken pox.
About
Go get
seeing
it.
Biden get
Never
a
mind.
shot on TV. That's not going to convince me. No.
And that
could be
could be a
water, for all
placebo.
the fuck I
Exactly.
know.
And that's what they
Saline
doing. Some
like
people
shit.
getting a placebo. So you think you getting a motherfucking a vaccine? No, you're getting saline.
Right.
It's one big chessboard. That's all it is.
No,
We
for
on one
real.
big-ass
It's too
chessboard.
many people.
That shit started in China as population control, and that shit got out of hand. And they was like, oops.
Yeah.
And then they was like, oh damn, this is the way we could mess up the American economy. We can never beat them in a, you know what I mean, in a military war.
I said that, but it's a biological warfare.
We'll try
Yeah.
to bankrupt them and make everybody, you know, and then it's a mental thing too. Because what you doing when you get the vaccine, what you gotta do? You gotta isolate. So now you by yourself. So you
Causing
start
mass
messing with people.
hysteria.
They start messing with people mental. That's all it is. It ain't, man. I ain't trying to hear all that, man.
I just
some
wish-
people get sick, some people don't.
I just wish
Yeah.
that people would care more about their own general health instead of like relying on a damn vaccine. You know
I
what I'm
remember all the
saying?
toilet
Like,
paper was gone and shit.
Everything was
Man,
But
what?
none of the
You couldn't find no
vitamins,
toilet paper
no
nowhere.
vitamins was not gone. Minerals and shit that
Yeah, all that
would
shit
help
was on
fight
the
this shit.
shelves.
That shit was
Some
there.
niggas the world was gonna answer. Niggas was getting toilet paper and water.
Nigga, you could have wiped your
I'm gonna
ass
make
with
sure
a
I go wipe
leaf.
my ass.
Get some goddamn
the
vitamins.
entire world shut down. Like, it was
Gas was
silent
gone?
outside.
Gas was gone.
Niggas
bro.
was spilling gas. Like, for real. How you out there trying to fill up gas in the bag? Who was it? Hey, person. I don't know who that was.
What it do, Han?
Man, people stay coming through the Hustle
What-
Highway.
Yeah,
studio,
it's
you hear me?
just, it's crazy. And I will not have the government govern my body. Only I do that.
How can we force? Like that shit just crazy to me, bro. Like
Only I do that.
a year, bro. A year. You want me to put
That's just
this
like
shit
forcing
in
me
my
to go on
body.
birth control.
It wasn't
After a
even
year?
a year. It was less than a year that it was formulated.
It was?
It did not take them a year to do it.
Nah, cause they
It was
really,
less.
It was probably 6
And
months.
then remember they were like messing up. That's how Johnson
Niggas
and
was dying and
Johnson
shit.
got
Oh,
out.
yeah.
And then they kept on
Pfizer.
trying to, upgrade and change the formula and stuff. No. If you want to take my money away for that, keep it. I will find something else.
Okay.
So, no.
And that's on period.
I'm
She said
good.
what she said. Okay.
Power to the people.
Yes.
Man. Hey, how
Yeah.
you doing?
What it do?
Let's get this black economy up, man. Like,
Yes. Black money everywhere.
Get gold, people.
You're
Get
one of
gold.
those.
Yeah, I mean, because the American dollar is not shit. Like, we all can say, I mean, America will beat the shit out of somebody, but America don't have the money to back the dollar. Like, the dollar is not really backed. You take an American dollar to anywhere in the UK, that shit is, you know what I'm
why
saying?
do we
They don't
care
even
so
want
much
that
about
shit.
this shit?
Because it runs
We
America.
care much because it's a tool. Like, we use money as a tool. If we wanted to
Yeah.
buy this building, we use money to do that. You know what I'm saying? So money just a quick way to get shit to happen. Like, you can't go out there and build your car, but they got people that build cars and you can go buy one from them. So it's just like, it's a tool. Like, here,
Convenience.
yeah, but it's nothing really. So unless you have that asset, them assets that you could liquidate, you know what I'm saying? Your gold bars and shit like that. Because you could take gold anywhere in the world, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's gold."
Yeah.
But you take $1, and they're like, "Get that shit out of here." And
Oh,
Right.
you have
Right.
gold, my friend. Yes.
Gold, yes.
Yes, your money is very good here.
That black gold. We love black gold.
Okay.
Reparations and all those things.
Yeah, I keep trying to figure out why do they think that we actually give a fuck about these little stupid ass mini wins, mini victories they keep giving. Give me some fucking reparations.
Give us
That's
Give me
not
some
happening.
land. You
Give
don't even have to
everybody
give me
here
no
$1
money.
million.
Give me some fucking land.
Oh yeah, no funny. No, but the land. I just don't like the land situation in here because, like, if you just look at DC, like, they can't
What's
even
not
own
here?
your front fucking yard or
Shout out to
backyard.
Ari.
Ari Lennox.
No, Ari Fletcher with the 28.8 acres.
Oh, shout out.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Pardon my ignorance.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Man, she got a lot of women. Like, don't fucking ask me for no acreage. nigga.
Oh yeah, don't even think of that word.
Land you gonna get is this landing strip. The fuck? You want some motherfucking land?
Shout out to the landing strips.
I'm too weak.
Yes.
I don't know, like a lot of people not on that type of stuff, like buying land.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I really am, because I'm a city girl. Like, what if I go buy land and it's just crazy, secluded ass place, and
You gotta have the money to do something with it.
Get a dog.
yeah, not only that,
a
but like,
four-legged creature
can I bring
and
some
the
people with me? I need some sirens. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna just play the siren music and shit.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Okay.
That's gonna
I
be
need
a
some
little
traffic.
community, I'm sure.
Man, hell yeah. Let's have a black community. I don't know. We gotta be somewhere in this area, like Front Royal or some shit. They got a lot.
I'm with it, but
I'm dead.
we've seen
Ain't
black
nobody gonna put their money up.
We've seen black communities and we've seen shit. But those are in projects and places that were meant for the destruction. So
Yes.
No, I'm talking about like a legitimate black community,
No,
something
I-
that's thriving. Like, we out there growing our own food, might
Kanye
have some
West?
livestock.
the guy that
But
you
there's
got,
communities
he's coming
like
up
that,
with
little
one of
small
those like
ones.
that. Yeah, like, but I don't think his gonna be small. But he had like blueprint plans,
Like, for a
like
town.
a utopia type town. Kanye did. Like, this guy's no slouch. He's a very intelligent man.
I would definitely like to live in a place like that, because, I mean, I'm not tired of the white people, but sometimes you just want, like,
So you guys are
on,
for
like-
segregation.
I'm all for it. The reason that shit went to hell was because
Integration.
we desegregated.
I just don't want to make nobody feel uncomfortable, and sometimes I feel like
We
just
feel
make them
uncomfortable
fucking.
all the time, though.
But they make us uncomfortable.
Yeah,
all the
so they feel uncomfortable because I guess we're making them feel uncomfortable. So let's
Being ourselves.
separate ourselves.
I think their guilt makes them uncomfortable, not us.
And they just take it out on us.
Yeah, their guilt and fear.
Like, how
guilt
dare
and-
you make me treat you like this?
Yeah.
You made me do
I
this.
didn't want to do this.
I didn't want to treat you niggers like this. But it seems you gave us no choice.
Like, see,
Oh, that's one other thing. Crackers. If you call a white person a cracker, that is not the equivalent of a white person calling a black person a nigga. Because they was not slaves. We wasn't saying, hey, cracker, go do this. And it wasn't like a negative slur in the sense that you're an ignorant.
They-
And that's another reason.
For overseers, when they was beating us, that was like they was cracking the whip. So
Oh.
So that's why they don't wanna be
shit. I
called
thought it was for a
crackers.
cracker, like.
no, it's not.
Like it's a
I thought we
saltine
called it
cracker.
saltines. That's what I thought.
Where the term came from.
Oh.
Cracker,
The crack of the whip.
Cracker
My
came from the
grandma
cracker
said
that cracked the whip.
Okay.
Goddamn. Stupid.
So that ties into the guilt.
So for real, yeah, that's all it is part guilt, and then they try to act like, they try to act like slavery never happened. Like
Right.
Oh, y'all. So I be scrolling on the internet high sometimes, and I saw this damn TikTok with this white lady is trying to tell Black history and say that this French black man inoculated everybody, came up with immunizations. Black people came up with immunizations from smallpox. Like he was taking the pus from the soils and then giving it to people. I was like, first of all, that don't even sound like no black shit. We're not
Ew.
fucking touching no
That shit
pussy
sound
ass
trifling.
soul. We're gonna be like, damn, that's fucked up, yeah. You should
well
get that
soon,
shit
bro.
checked out.
People didn't even have all of them diseases. Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
that stuff in Africa until the Europeans came over and started colonizing stuff. Like that's when we
They
started
brought
getting
that
all this
dirty shit.
smallpox.
Yeah.
Right, so
That's how they killed off the Indians. They gave them
Blankets with
small-
diseases in them.
smallpox
What the
And they
fuck?
tried to act like it was,
But they want us to
gave
take the
this shit,
COVID
they was
vaccine.
just killing them.
The fuck is
Give
going
somebody
on?
a blanket with
We
diseases.
had our own
Smallpox.
natural remedies and stuff after. Like we wasn't taking no, white people medicine and all this.
And the Native
Right.
Americans
We was
here.
doing stuff with leaves and honey and natural, medicine and stuff. We wasn't doing all that. So.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Our audio has just hit the fan.
Thank you for coming through.
Yes, thank you.
absolutely.